Mm, 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 mm. Well, this is kind of shocking in many ways. Okay. This right here is something to get up out of bed for right now because I got home and, wow. Wow. Talks are heating up between the Eagles and the Texans on a Deshaun Watson trade. Still some hurdles to get over, but both sides attempting to come to an agreement. Wow. I'm going to keep this up here for a second. Let you guys just read it, in case you don't believe. I had to double check this to make sure. This guy works for CBS Sports. And it is blowing up now. Blowing up now. Unreal. Who would have thought? Like, it's just like as much as they have faith that hurts. I just don't get it right now. I don't get this. I really don't. I'm trying to get my finger on it. Why this is even happening. I don't know why it's happening. Why are they doing this? Why is Howie doing this? We only have 2 first-round picks right now. What are you giving up right now? What's going on? Because I have no idea what the point of this is right now. I don't even know how to feel about it. I have no idea how to feel about this right now. At all. Period. Whatsoever. No idea. Have no clue how to feel about this whatsoever. I really don't. Like, what? Where did this come from? I understand, like, I believe the Eagles have legit interest in Deshaun Watson, okay? Don't get me wrong on that. I believe for a fact, and I know I'm right 100%, the Eagles have been monitoring this situation for as long as I could say. They've been monitoring this stuff for a long time, since the season ended last year. Okay, so what happens now? You make this trade, God forbid what you have to give up. And obviously it's going to be not as bad. I don't think the compensation is going to be crazy. If they trade Deshaun Watson at the end of last year, oh yeah, you would have gave up a lot more because before all this stuff happened with him. And now, on top of everything else, now you're waiting, sitting. Yo. I don't even know what to say, bro. I don't even know what to say. I don't get it. I don't get why this is a thing. I really don't. I really don't. I'm not saying Deshaun Watson's a bad quarterback. I am not even saying that. I'm not saying that whatsoever. All I'm saying is that now you're doing this. Like now, I thought this would be like a next year type of thing. You're not even going to give Jalen Hurts a chance right now. I mean, that's just insane. That's just insane. Like, I'm probably as confused as everybody else is. I literally like went on Twitter and I just saw this pop up like out of the blue, like just so weird. It just popped up. Absolutely, I don't. And I understand there's a lot of people that don't like Jalen Hurts right now. There's a lot of people that do not like Jalen Hurts. Okay, I understand. Okay, I know there's people that do not like him. You have your opinion is it is what it is. But I don't know what you're giving up for I don't know what you're giving up for Deshaun Watson. I really don't. I'm confused. I mean, look, like look, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. We don't know what the actual plan is as of right now. I'm sorry I'm rambling on, but guys, say whatever you got to say right now because this is just what the hell? Like, what happened between something has been going on. I don't know. Like, look, you don't have that extra compensation anymore. You got 2 twos and obviously 2 first-round picks, and that's it. So I'm hoping it's only going to cost a first. But if you give away a first, obviously, this is what I didn't want to happen. I didn't want to give up a first-round pick for next year. I didn't want to do that. But now I feel like it's going to happen now. It's going to happen. I hope Loyal to Houston is in this chat right now. If he is, shout him out. But I'm like, What is going on? So what do you do now? So what do you do? What's the comment? What's the comments? I can't believe this is even happening right now. I really can't believe it. Like, I figured Jalen Hurts was going to get his shot. Maybe they're not. Maybe they haven't been feeling comfortable the way Jalen Hurts has been looking. It's just not enough mechanically. I have no idea what it is, but this is just, what is this? I'm telling you right now, if they give up like 2 first-round picks, I'm going to be like pissed. I'm going to be like absolutely pissed if that happens. Really, I am. It's going to happen. I will be so mad if the Eagles give up like 2 first-rounders, which I don't think it's going to be that, because obviously they're trying to figure out the numbers right now. We got to know the situation with Deshaun Watson too. Like, what's going on with that? Obviously, he's been at Texans training camp, but obviously he's only there so he doesn't get fined $50,000 every single day. That's the only reason why it's not happening. He's not getting fined. He would have got, obviously getting fined $50,000 a day, but it's not happening now. So he's just there just so he doesn't lose money. And then you got to take on this contract. Like, what's this contract going to look like now? This is what I don't get. I don't get it. I do not get it at all right now. So when I see someone from CBS or somebody that posts something that's like Eagles and Texans are working on a trade, and they're working out the numbers right now, that it's alarming to me. I don't even know. Like, I really don't want this to be true. Like, I'm actually seeing if Howie's actually going to do this. Like, I'm actually trying to see if he's actually going to do this. No joke. No joke. It's crazy, guys. It's absolutely insane. But I don't know. Joe Sirianni says all the legal stuff. I have no idea. I haven't read anything. I haven't really been reading about the Deshaun Watson case or what's going on with that. I have not even been reading about any of that stuff. So I have no idea at this point where this is going. Or, like, they need to, like, if they actually trade for him, they got to make sure that nothing is going on, like nothing's happening. They really have to make sure. Because if, I don't know. This is, I'm shocked. I'm actually really, I hope it's not. I hope it's not true. I hope it's not. I don't know. Like, I don't know how to feel about it. Like, yeah, I like Deshaun Watson, but he just signed a big contract on top of it. So what is he going to cost? The Eagles have no money right now. How? And you're still keeping Zach Ertz? Come on now. There's no way. Like, you have no cap space. How are you doing this? You literally have no cap space. You have none. You just signed Landon Dickerson. You just signed Steven Nelson. You didn't even trade on. You didn't even. I mean, the restructure of Derek Barnett. I just thought about this. The restructure of Derek Barnett and Lane Johnson. The figures for that haven't even come out yet. Okay, those figures haven't even come out yet. So now I'm trying to wonder how much. Maybe that's why those numbers weren't released. We restructured both of those guys, so that could be something. Lou D said, it isn't up to Howie at the end of the day. It's up to Jeffrey Lurie. I don't know what the case is with this. I don't know. Jeffrey Lurie, yeah, might have a hand in this. Probably, definitely. I don't know. Leon King says, give Hurts a chance. I know. I that's what I want. I want a full that. Like, you drafted him in the second round. Why aren't you giving this guy a full year of evaluation? That's what I want. A full year of evaluation. I don't know why it's not happening, but come on now. Like, this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. There's 212 people in the chat, guys. Appreciate everybody being here. As much as it's surprising as I'm here right now, I didn't think I'd be streaming today. I was actually going to stream tomorrow, but obviously with this coming out, I had to do a stream. I just had to talk to everybody. So if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Like the stream if you guys haven't. It's just crazy. It's just, I don't even know what to say about it. Give me your takes on give me your takes. Let's go. Give me your takes on what's going to happen. I mean, I need to hear this from everybody. J17 says, Joey, would you be happy if we trade for Watson? I just want to see what Hurts can do for a full season. That's what I want. I want Hurts to show himself this whole entire year. That's what I want so badly. But I got a feeling that the Eagles are going to pull this off. They're going to try to get this Deshaun Watson on the roster, and then what are you doing with Flacco? You paid Flacco a good amount. I mean, it's mostly incentive money, but God, why? What happened? What happened? I need to know why this is happening right now. I have no idea why this is happening. So I'm hoping that I don't know. I really don't. ERB says no pain, no gain. Stay with Texas. I don't know if he's staying there. He's definitely not staying with the Texans. It's not happening. Badmall says, is that what the extra cap was for? Well, for some reason, the Eagles restructured Derek Barnett. They restructured Lane Johnson. So now I'm trying to figure out. So the figures never came out. The figures never came out from those restructures. Never told us how much it was supposed to be. But it happened. Don't have figures yet. Now I'm trying to see if that kind of fed into this a little bit. But the rumor was it was mostly for cap stability, not for making a move for a player. Okay, that's where I'm really confused right now over it. Really confused. So, I have no idea. Junior Rodriguez said if we trade for Watson, remember he's going to try and feel. Look, I don't know how the players are going to feel about that. Like that's what worries me the most. If they actually do this. Who's got an answer here? Because I don't. Those two players that got restructured, Derek Barnett, Lane Johnson, those figures never came out. They never came out. We got a super chat from Lord Dagger. What's going on, man? He says, yo, Joey, this is crazy. Dude, I literally got on my computer. I went on Twitter for like a second, just wanted to check some stuff out, and this happened. Literally, this happened. So, I don't know. I really don't know what this... Those restructures, I'm telling you, those restructures definitely had something to do with this. There's no way. They restructured literally a couple days ago, whatever it was, yesterday or the day before, whatever it was. Sorry, I'm having a lip right now because I'm stressed. I'm stressed out right now, literally. Like, I'm going out of my mind. Like, this is just insane right now. Where is Loyal to Houston at? Where's my boy Loyal at? This is just insane. Broad Street Sports, the figures did come out. Why do you keep saying that? Well, what is it? What is it? I didn't see figures of the deal. I didn't see anybody make a video on it either of how much it was. How much was it? Zach Taylor, the figures came out. $14 million? $14 million. For what? For how much money into this year and next year? Is it $14 million for 2022 or is it half and half? How is it distributed? Because the news came out that some of it was for this year and next year. So I don't know if this is purely for next year. There's a difference. Trey Connor says, don't believe anything you see on Twitter. It already came out that this is false information. Hey, you know what? When someone puts out something like that, it's alarming right now. It's just alarming. So I have no idea. I hope it's not true. I really hope it's not true whatsoever. I don't want it to be true at all. Really, I don't. Super chat from Infidel Productions. Appreciate it, man. He says, yo, what's going on, Joey? I watched Philly 500's video on the restructure. It said $16 million under the cap, but Hurts deserves a shot. And I think he does deserve a shot. So someone said $14 million. Now you're saying it's $16 million. So at this point, I'm like... where is this going? Where is this whole thing going? It's just getting to the point where it's getting, I don't even know. I don't even know. Guys, this is, it's like, it's not even exciting. It's like, it's kind of, you're kind of shocked right now. You're literally kind of shocked. Dennis Watson with the super chat says an article said Jalen Hurts and Fletcher Cox are part of the deal. Plus, get out of here. No way. Jalen Hurts and Fletcher Cox are part of the deal plus a first. I mean, you'll save a lot of money. I mean, if they did that, Fletcher Cox, you'd save like $16 million. I think you would save $16 million. I don't know if it's this year if you'd save $16 million. I have no idea. But, I mean, that's just... I don't even... Wow. I don't even know what to say. I hope that's not true. I really hope it's not. Roland Molino says, if this is a spokesman, what are your chances of Xavier Howard? Oh, definitely not. I don't think the cornerback, they're not trading for a cornerback. I don't think that's happening. Xavier Howard, I mean, I don't know if he wants more money or he just wants, obviously he felt disrespected. There is rumors he's felt disrespected. He does want out. Byron Jones is getting a good penny over there as well. So I don't know where the Xavier Howard stuff's going, but I think we got our guy in Steven Nelson because he signed a 5 years, $75 million deal in 2019. So I don't think that's even going to happen whatsoever. But this is nuts. Like, this is actually crazy. Like, no joke. Broad Street Sports says it's $14 million for 2021. So you're saying they saved $14 million in 2021 with both those restructures, $14 million in 2021, and $2 million in 2022. Is that what you're saying? Bam, I'm glad I bought a Devonta Smith jersey instead of a Hurts jersey. I won at a competition thing. I won a Jalen Hurts a salute to service jersey on a giveaway, and I love that jersey. JD White says how he's going to make that move. I'm sorry, but y'all, it's gonna. I feel like it's going to happen. I feel like it's going to happen. Even Evan O'Neal's like, it better not happen. It better not. And I'm saying the same thing because I want Jalen Hurts to get his chance this year. You draft him in the second round, how are you going to know if he's going to pan out? If you trade him, what if he does well with the Texans? Like, if you trade him, just say you traded to the Texans, there's no way. There's no way you bring in Watson without somebody leaving. So somebody's leaving. Somebody is leaving. I don't care what it is. Someone's leaving. I don't care what you say. There's no way you're keeping Mullins, you're keeping Joe Flacco. You're not keeping all these guys. You're trading somebody. Obviously, what are the Texans going to want in return? Obviously, a high draft pick plus what? Watson's 24? He's young. He's very, very young. So you're not paying for an old quarterback. You're paying for a young quarterback. So really, at the end of the day, what you give up draft pick wise is good compensation, whether it's just one first rounder and maybe a couple players. I don't know, but do you think they want Hurts? Is that what's happening here? I really don't know, because if Hurts gets traded, this is going to get ugly. This is going to get real, real ugly. We got Honeycomb J with the super chat. So they need to trade for a vet wide receiver. I've been hearing some rumors about that as well, but who, I don't know. Larry Fitzgerald. I mean, you got Des Bryant out there. You got Kenny Stills is still out there. You got a whole bunch of receivers still out there right now. So I don't know what's going to happen, what's going to work. So I'd rather have Watson. I'm shocked. I mean, I am so, what are they doing? Like, now you're doing this? Like, now? I mean, it's just crazy. But appreciate everybody being here tonight, guys. 286 people to chat. We cover Eagles news all year round. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. If you guys hit the like button to like the stream. It does support the channel a lot, guys. We cover the Eagles every single day. The Philly Shakedown podcast with Philly 500 every single Saturday. So check that out as well. Links in the description to support me a lot more. So do appreciate everybody being in here. And I had the live stream. Like, there's no way I can make a video, which I did make a video just now, and then live stream, because there's no way I can keep this news to myself. I got to talk with everybody about this. We got Scholar MV says NBC reported yesterday Carolina was still interested in Watson, so maybe I'll talk about the Eagles to play and make Carolina pay more for Watson. I don't know, but they're looking for draft capital. We have the most draft capital. Obviously, with Carson Wentz, with him getting hurt, we're going to get mostly a second-round pick, but with Carson Wentz hurt now, it kind of changes the game a little bit. But I think Eagles are the best team. Eagles are the best team that have a lot of compensation. Okay, Eagles will be under the cap as of next year, so we just got to watch for it. I don't even know what to say about this. Common Star with the super chat, he says, I can't believe this might happen. I am so mad. You're mad? You got no idea. You got no idea right now. It's crazy. It's crazy. This is nuts. That kid Z said Watson is injured, though, so this is dumb. Where's he injured? I haven't been really following his stuff that's going on. Literally, until I hear news, until I hear news about Deshaun Watson coming to the Eagles, I'm not even touching. I'm not even looking at any news. I'm not searching for anything. I'm not doing anything. So it's crazy. It's crazy. Jesus Young said, are you going to be telling 500 this when you send the Hall of Fame game? I already texted him 1,000,000 times. I literally said, bro, you have to answer my phone calls. I just told him that he hasn't said anything. He hasn't texted me yet. I don't even think. He hasn't texted me yet. Philly 500 has not even. I'm like, where are you at, bro? I need you. I need you here. This is just absolutely insane. I gotta text him one more time because this is just, oh my God, I don't even know. I don't know what to say about it anymore. We got Sean Marsh's Tasty posting IG and Eagles gear. He posted. Send me that on Twitter. If you guys haven't followed me on Twitter, at JoeyShake72, follow me on Twitter and send me whatever you have. Like, I need to see, like, what you got. I don't have Instagram or anything like that. Like, I just don't use it. So if you guys have anything, follow me at JoeyShakes. Check the description below. All my information is down there. Send me anything. I love looking at stuff. So, wow. I mean, this is crazy. Honeycomb with the super chat. This is the Eagles. Nothing. They do make sense, but I'd rather move. I'd rather have proven top 5 player than unknown. Yeah, I understand with that. Like, obviously, you just drafted Jalen Hurts last year, so it's mostly unknown. He played 4 games. He was thrown to the fire last year. I understand that, but you just you went up and got a quarterback in the second round, and you got to see if this guy works out. Like, now you're not going to know. If you get Deshaun Watson, you're never going to know. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, this is just insane. Like, June Rodriguez says, Thug Life. Thug Life is right. Steve says, Dank Watson would be our future. This is just insane. This is nuts. I gotta check Twitter real quick. This is, yeah, follow me, guys. I see a bunch of people following me. I mean, this is, some people, that kid Z tweeted, says, this seems like he is a valid source. This is just insane. Philly beat writers are reporting this now. Shout out to Timmy. Oh my God. Shout out to Timmy Il Capo saying, seeing Philly beat writers starting to report this as well. Gouton reported as well. I'm not a big fan of Brantley Gouton, but oh my God. Follow me at JoeyShake72, guys. Follow me. This is really important. Guys, send me whatever you have. If you find anything on, send me it. No joke. Send me it. Send me it. I sent Philly 500 the link if he wants to come in. So if he comes in, he'll come in whenever he's. I haven't heard from him, so I have no idea. This is crazy. Bro, this is nuts. We got a super chat from Nigel Freaks. The Eagles cleared $14 million this week. Watson's salary is $10.5 million, and the coaches had a meeting yesterday after. That's crazy. Yo. That is so crazy. That's nuts. That's nuts. It's all adding up now. It's all adding up now. That's crazy. If you guys haven't subscribed to Nitro Freak, he is another Eagles vid maker. He covers the Sixers as well. He has a pod called Fly Like an Eagle Podcast. Check him out on his channel. If you guys haven't either, please go subscribe to him. Great content, straight up dude. It doesn't sugarcoat anything, so please check his channel out when you have the chance. But guys, send me stuff on Twitter, JoeyShake72. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, we cover everything Eagles all year round. Subscribe to the channel. Like the stream up. It does help the channel a lot. We keep doing this all year. It's very exciting. This has been one crazy off season. And if this happens and it's starting to add up, this is getting spicy now. That's crazy. Ludi said no criminal charges with 22 women, no charges, all scam because he wanted out of Houston. Probably, who knows? I mean, I don't talk about the politics of it. I just kind of just look at what we're doing, and that's it. I don't speak of, I don't say he's guilty, innocent, any of that. But, oh, my God, bro, this is nuts. This is nuts. Wow. Presidential Mike says Super Bowl. Make the trade. People want to win that championship. If honestly, so what does this say? Does it say if Howie Roseman does make this move, does it mean that the Eagles are actually trying to compete this year? I mean, this is going to show me that they want to win this year. I mean, 100%, definitely. This definite. Gabe said this will ruin the whole locker room, dude. I don't know how they're going to feel. Like, this is going to be. I mean, this is going to be a shocker to them. Probably nothing surprises them in the league, obviously, but this is going to be. I don't know how the locker room is going to feel. I really don't. If there's any content creators, if there's anybody, just message me on Twitter if you want to, come in. I'll have a couple people come in or whatnot because I need to go over this. I mean, this is Anthony Zacharias' instant Super Bowl team. Crazy. Monteris Clay says PFF got it. I saw the PFF. I'm not a big fan of PFF. That's just me. They hate the Eagles. So, Jay West, I'm taking Watson, especially if my job is on the line. He has to make this move. Go big or go home, literally. Man, this compensation, though. This compensation, I don't know what it's going to be. It's all adding together. I honestly think it's going to happen. I'm going back on Twitter. I'm literally going back and forth nonstop. I got another 7 notifications. Brantley Gouton said some more dot connecting. Watson missed practice the past 2 days. Lurie, Roseman, Wydell, Sirianni had an on-field meeting after practice on Tuesday. Eagles just cleared over 14 million cap space. Can now fit Watson's 10.5 base. Oh my God. Oh my God! This is gonna happen. I can't believe this is. I can't believe this is gonna happen. This is actually gonna happen. Is this actually gonna happen, bro? Holy crap, dude! What is going? What is going on? What is going on? Philly 215 with the super chat. Appreciate it, man. It says, how will Smitty feel? I don't think it. I don't know, dude. Like, I really don't know. Like, this offense was built around Jalen Hurts. That's what I figured that how he was doing, and that he probably was. But like, I don't know where this is going. This is getting crazy now. This is getting to the wow. We got a super chat from Marquette Spikes, bro. How dumb could Howie be if Howie gets Watson at Super Bowl bust? He's trying to keep his job. Why now not try to get a top-tier quarterback? I mean, is this move going to save his job? I mean, I can't even calculate this in my head right now. Like, now it's all starting to fit together. Like, all the pieces are coming together now. No joke. It's all coming together. That's just insane. That's insane. Insanity. It's insanity. Bromano Dragon says, Devon Smith in the locker room wants Hurts, bro. It's not happening. They don't care how the locker room feels. It's not like, look, if they're grown men, they're gonna adapt to whatever changes that are made. It is what it is. If changes are made, they're gonna adapt to it. They have to adapt to it. They're paid NFL players. I mean, they can't. What? They're not gonna go on strike. Like, what do you think they're gonna do? I mean, there's only so much they can do. You know what I mean? Jim Murray said, I guess the last couple contract extensions might be to get Watson. I definitely think it puts us in a great position to make a run. It might. It gives us more. All it does is gives us more assurance that we have obviously NFL-ready quarterback. That's what it shows us as of right now, okay? But for how the locker room is going to be, Devontae Smith's going to be, how everyone's going to feel about this happening so quick, I honestly don't know. Like, Hurts' season was supposed to be this year, and if it's not happening, then I don't even know. I feel Jalen Hurts is getting traded. I feel like he's going to get traded. That's what I feel. I feel like yeah, and this is actually right here. Lou D says Mullins and Flacco will be good backups. I feel like, wow. This is a stunner. Let's see if there's any other news. I mean, I could just keep. Wow, this is getting crazy now. It's getting kind of nuts now. This is crazy. So here, connecting the dots from Brandon Lee Gouton says Watson missed practice the past 2 days. Lurie, Roseman, Wydell, Sirianni had an on-field meeting after practice on Tuesday. Eagles just cleared over $14 million cap space, can now fit Watson's $10.5 million base salary. That is just absolutely insane. Like, no joke. Like, that is just wow. I mean, it all connects together. It literally all connects. No joke. It's all starting to connect. That's nuts. That's just nuts. The real fan wants says if they trade for Watson, Howie would need to get fired. Well, no. I mean, if everybody agrees with it, this might not be just a Howie move. This might be a Jeffrey Lurie move as well. But I want to see if Jalen Hurts actually gets traded in the process of this whole thing. So I'm not really sure if it's going to happen, but it's looking pretty promising right now that this is going to happen. It looks like that right now. So unreal. This is unreal. See, so Hurts could be Watson's water boy. I mean, back up. Dag says, I blame the Eagles for my anxiety and high blood pressure. Dude, I literally got on Twitter for 2 seconds. I saw that, and now it's out. Now the cat's out of the bag. Now the beat writers are talking about it on Twitter. So obviously they're connecting the dots to everything. And now it's starting to make sense. And Nitro Freak said it with that super chat. He mentioned that they had Watson missed practice the past couple of days. Obviously, they don't want him to practice and risk getting injured. So he's just sitting home. And there could be a chance. The Eagles had a meeting a couple days ago after practice, and they just cleared up $16 million, whatever it was, and Watson's going to cost $10.5 for this year, and the Eagles are going to be under the cap for next year. So then you could literally I can't even comprehend this right now. This is crazy. Darth Vader, my favorite of all Star Wars characters. Eagles give me anxiety. I can't anymore. Oh my God. Marianne John says they're swapping Hurts back to his hometown. A bunch of picks. Eagles of Land says, what is Lord Brunson going to do with that Hurts season merch? Well, obviously nothing now if he gets traded. Say goodbye to that. Brand G97 says things are starting to really heat up. Did not expect this new dude. That's why tonight I was totally like, what is going on? How, guys? I mean, this is insane. We got Daniel Belfield with the super chat. Appreciate it, man. This is why they won't name a starting quarterback. And they've been doing that. And you're right, Daniel. Shout out to you because they've been doing this since the season ended. They've been doing this since the season ended. Even at OTAs, they didn't name a starting quarterback. Beginning of training camp, they never named a starting quarterback. Guys, this is just insane. No joke. Insane. We got a super chat from Jamal Marshall. What's going on, man? I'm excited. Great job covering this, bro. Locker room will be fine because at the end of the day, they understand it's a business. I swear, Jamal, every time news comes out like this, I'm always here. I'm always there at the right time. So, I mean, if I went to bed and found out about this tomorrow, I would have woke up immediately out of bed. No joke. But this is something to talk about. This is important. Oh my God. Shout out to Jamal, man. Carter the Real says, if we're being honest, Watson is 10 times better than Hurts, but everybody wants Hurts because of his leadership. Watson could get us a Super Bowl in 2 to 3 years. I mean, if they use these picks wisely the next 2 years, at least for next year and the year after, I mean, they can get, I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is telling me they want to contend. They want to contend. They want to contend. If they get Watson right now, they're ready for a Super Bowl. I mean, period. They're ready. They are ready. I mean, and it's hard to even say that right now. Let's see what else is going on. So now Aaron Wilson. All right, so Aaron Wilson from NFL tweets out this. No trade imminent for or developing at this time for Texans quarterback Deshaun Watson. According to league sources, while there is interest and teams are conducting extensive due diligence, complex legal situation, no trade clause are all difficult factors to work through still. Yeah, and if this is going on right now, like whatever he's going through with his legal battle or whatever's going on, they have to do a lot of research. So obviously talking to the Texans and what's going on with Deshaun Watson, what's going on with his court, or I don't know what's going on. I haven't been reading about it. I have no idea. This doesn't mean that this isn't going to happen because they have to work through a lot of milestones here for this to get done. They have to work through a lot of milestones for this to get done because when they want to make sure that there's like a trade clause, pretty much meaning like they get put something in this contract if they need a trade clause in this contract, meaning if he does get in trouble or something happens to where, he gets arrested or something happens, just say, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm saying that's what a trade clause is. You add a stimulation in this contract so the Eagles don't take a fall from it. They don't lose money from it. They don't get hit with dead cap space from it if something does happen. I don't know, but this is just it's crazy. That does not mean it's not going to happen. It really doesn't. This is crazy. This is like, what is going on? Wow. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. I'm not going to be able to go to sleep. I'm not going to be able to go to sleep. We got Dennis Watson with the Super Chat. Appreciate it, man. It says, reporters asked Jalen about the Watson chatter this week, too. Yeah, they asked him, and he's just like, I'm above it all. All Jalen Hurts said, I'm above it all. He's not thinking about anything that's going to happen. He's worried about himself and being the best quarterback he can be every single day, getting better every single day, okay? So, I don't know. Because after seeing that, it shows a lot. The Eagles have had interest. This doesn't mean it's not going to happen. The Eagles have to go through all these milestones now to make sure that if they acquire him, they're not going to get screwed, pretty much. So it doesn't mean, if it's intermediate, it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. It just means that they have to work through a deal that's going to protect the Eagles because of what's going on with Deshaun Watson. You can't acquire a player that's going through whatever he's going through right now, and then you can't just trade for a player like that easily in 2 seconds. Like, you have to work around these contracts. You have to work around stuff. So it's kind of crazy. So I don't know what else to say about it, guys. I mean, I'm kind of sad at the same time because, like, because Jalen Hurts is gone. Like, I don't think he's going to be here. I don't think so. I think Flacco and Mullins will be here. I don't think Hurts is going to be here. I think Hurts is going somewhere if this is the case. Eagles are definitely going to get some compensation back, 100%. They're going to get something back, whether it's a couple, maybe a mid-round pick or something. We're not going to get absolutely nothing back from the Texans. The Texans will send us some. If we're sending players, they're sending us something back. We're definitely going to get some compensation back, but, I mean, this is insane. It's literally just insane. I don't even know what to say. Oh, my God. Kevin Jones says, Watson is an absolute savage. There's a lot of Watson fans out there, guys. A lot of Watson fans out there. A lot of people are happy. A lot of people are loving it. And you know what? At the same time, guys, like, I love Deshaun Watson. I love him as a quarterback. I think he's got the same skill set that Jalen Hurts does. I think he could run an offense really well. I just think he was put into a bad position. Bill O'Brien messed up that team. They made some stupid trades, like the Miami Dolphins trading for all these players, getting rid of 3-4 first-round picks, so they trade for Tunsil and all these other guys. I mean, it was horrible. Then obviously D-Hop getting traded for a bag of peanuts. I mean, it's for a second-round pick and a running back for David Johnson. I mean, come on now. I mean, then you get rid of T.J. Watt. I mean, it's just crazy. It's crazy. Man, this is nuts. We got a super chat from Gamble Gaming. Says, hashtag Hurts season until I die. There's people that don't want Hurts to leave. Guys, I don't know. This doesn't look good. For anybody that wants Hurts to stay, this is not looking good. And I want Hurts to stay, guys. This isn't looking good at all. It's not. This is the worst I've seen it. Sean Matt says, so it's very unlikely this is cap. Something's going to happen here, guys. Marcus Spike says, why would you even put yourself in that position? Apparently, they think they could win. If they trade for Deshaun Watson, they think they could win. They think they could win it all. Because next year's draft class, guys, for quarterbacks is not good at all. I've looked at all of them. I don't like any of them. A lot of people will probably agree. But at the same time, you already have a quarterback in this league right now. It's got a ton of potential, has been to a playoff game, and knows how to run an offense. He's a quick learner, high football IQ, good quarterback. Just needs to be put into the right situation. I think, honestly, if you take Jalen Hurts out of the picture and we're not talking about him, for Deshaun Watson just in general, I think, obviously, this offense is built right for him, and there's a lot of speed with this offense. It's a speed offense. It's a West Coast offense. It's a run-first offense. It's going to work to his skill set, okay? I can't believe this. Victor Quendo says Houston is going to want a king's ransom for Watson. Not happening. Nah, dude, it's not. They're not going to want a king's ransom. It's not going to happen. Too much time has passed by, and when Watson got into all this trouble, it's not. I'm telling you right now, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. We're not giving up that much. There's no way we're giving up that much. There's no way. Not happening. When the season ended last year, and then if we decide to go for him, yeah, different story. But as of right now, nah, it's a totally different story right now. Totally different story right now. No joke. Totally different story. Gamble Gaming with the super chat. Appreciate it. He says Watson is not the key to our Super Bowl run. Why can't the media see that? The media has been bashing Philly, and they bash him every year. Like half the time when they're at training camp, there's good things that are said, then there's like bad things said about the same player. So I feel like no one's even seeing the same thing as worse as other people are seeing. It's very confusing following the Eagles sometimes because they say a lot of bad things, a lot of good things. It just gets really confusing. I don't know. Got MB with the super chat says, I think you're overreacting, bro. No trade anytime soon. A lot of stuff needs to get done and clear. This is purely a backup move if Hurts fail. Well, I think it's definitely something that could happen before the season starts, 100%. Like, dude, look at this. Like, I'll read this again right now. Okay? Here's where it all connects together. So, Brantley Gowton, okay? Some more dots connecting. Watson missed the practice the past 2 days. Lurie, Roseman, Wydell, Sirianni had an on-field meeting after practice on Tuesday. Eagles just cleared over $14 million in cap space, can now fit Watson's $10.5 million base salary. This is the past few days this has happened. And then all of a sudden this comes out tonight. You just freed up $16 million. You still have Zach Ertz on the roster. You could free up another $8.5 million or $8.5 million, whatever it is. So if they're saying they have to get through some of the legal stuff, whatever it is, I mean, you can't just trade for Deshaun Watson and have a second say, okay, trade's done. There's a lot of things they have to get through here. They need to find out more information about, obviously, the stuff that he's going through. So it's a lot to take in, but guys, this really all connects. It all connects. And look, I think they already did a poll for Sports Nation. They already did a poll for Sports Nation if the Eagles should trade for Deshaun Watson. 72% say no. 28% say yes. And this is 2,700 votes. So everybody wants to give Jalen Hurts a chance. I want to give Jalen Hurts a chance. No joke. A big chance. That's what I want. But this right here, it ain't looking great. Got Richie MC with the super chat. Appreciate it, man. Says, sorry for all the interruption. No, I do not want Watson. Supermodels can be ugly inside and will leave you. The girl next door is faithful and that's beautiful. Oh, man. It's crazy. This is crazy. They're trading Hurts. If this happens, Hurts is gone. Like, there's no way they're keeping all three. Hurts will be gone. They could trade that contract. That contract is that's crazy. That's crazy. Jamarcus Monroe says, y'all forget this, man. Jalen was the Heisman runner-up to Joe Burrow, who had arguably the greatest college season of all time. No Jalen slander will be tolerated. I hope that he plays well this year. I don't know if he's going to play well this year, but I hope he does. I'm in his corner. I'm rooting for him. I'm hoping that he does something really good. Like, that's what I'm hoping. But this is a mess. Got Gamble Game with the super chat. He says Watson isn't clutch. LB broke down stats in the fourth quarter. There's obviously something good out of him. I mean, he's got a lot left in the tank, guys. He's not broken down. He's not, I think he tore one ACL, I think, so far in his career. I mean, I like Deshaun Watson a lot. I really do. But this is just, what is this? What is going on right now? This is crazy. Like, this is crazy. Adi B says, I loved Hurts so much. Crazy. Sandeep Side says, how long will Watson be suspended for? I don't think he's in trouble. Like, I don't know if he's in trouble with this other stuff. I have no idea. Like, I haven't heard anything yet. Like there's not like that's why the Eagles are working through a lot of milestones that like there's a lot of roads, a lot of bumps in the road they have to work through just to get this contract up right now. I mean, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Donovan Hodge says, hey, Joey, I don't know about this, man. We've seen Hurts in camp doing good. Not much of Watson gives Hurts the chance he deserves. I think Hurts deserves his chance. You drafted him in the second round. You drafted him in the second round, guys. Like, it makes absolutely no sense. Oh, my God. Jesse Steak Sauce says, dang. Fireman2531 says, did Watson finish the season last year? I don't even know. I don't know. I wasn't following the Texans last year. I have no idea. Python Lord says, I honestly wouldn't mind having Watson. It's just legal issues and the fact that we still have Hurts, who has lots to prove. Yeah, Hurts has a lot to prove, but this is why you have to put the guy on the field. We put him in the fire last year, 4 games. It was his preseason in 2020. It was literally his preseason. So what are you taking out of this whole thing? I don't know. Jay Koch, what's going on, man? So Adams wants to play with Rodgers, but if he goes to a team that doesn't need a receiver or cap strap, it's not going to happen. And that's probably true, too. Matthew Wall says, I truly feel sorry for Hurts that these latest developments in regards to Watson are real. He was just another one of Howie's pawns all along. I don't know. Even when that pick happened, guys, I already knew that there was going to be a quarterback drama. There was going to be something going on. But I think it was a blessing in disguise to draft Jalen Hurts at the same time. I feel like we get something positive, but to get something negative out of it at the same time, because then we found out the true colors of Carson Wentz. Okay, and honestly, that's a huge thing that nobody likes to talk about, but is what it is. Brendan Harris says, how will they afford to pay Watson and extend Mulata contract? Mulata's good. I don't know if Mulata's a free agent after this year. I'm guessing. Is he a free agent or has he got one more year? I have no idea. Zach Tess says Jeff Stratsky and Houston Riders are replying to the original tweet by Trapasso. I'm telling you, it's coming. It's coming, guys. Brandon Hart says he could play well somewhere else. Give us a sure bet in Watson. Some people, it's a very mixed fan base right now. Chris Dunn said Hurts was picked in anticipation of this move. Howie never liked Carson. I don't know. Darley says trading for Watson would be the most idiotic on mega proportion. Eagles Clip said, imagine Hurts and Wentz playing against each other 2 times a year. But for real, I want to keep Hurts. I want to keep Hurts too, bro. This hurts. This hurts me inside, guys. This hurts. This hurts hearing this right now. Like, like, if we don't get an evaluation from Jalen Hurts this year, we're always going to say, what if he was playing for the Eagles in 2021? What if he started this year? What if he played the whole year? What would have happened if Jalen Hurts was the quarterback? I mean, Charmesia Dig says, for disrespect, Jalen Hurts, but Watson as a backup would be nice, but Hurts is that guy. Watson is a liability. Watson's not coming to be a backup. It's not going to happen. He might not have much say in it, but you're not giving up that much you're not giving up some compensation. I'm not saying you're going to give up a lot of compensation, but you're not giving up a first-round pick and giving up some players for him to be a backup quarterback. It's just not going to happen. Donovan Hodge says, hey, Joey, I don't know about this man. We see Hurts is in camp doing good. Not much in Watson. Give Hurts a chance he deserves. Yeah, at least some people have common sense with it. Comment star with the super chat. Appreciate it very much, man. He said, how is stupid if he does this? We could have built around Hurts because he's on his rookie contract. Watson is $40 million, so we can't get better players. It's not gonna. Well, if this works out the way it does, we'll have enough money with this restructure. If it's $16 million for the Derek Barnett, Lane Johnson restructure, you're gonna have an extra $16 million. You pay the 10.5. You'll have some cap space left. You still have Zach Ertz on the roster right now. You still got Zach Ertz right now. So I don't know. You still got Zach Ertz. You could free up $8.5 million with a trade. I'm telling you right now, like, stuff is going to go down to the next. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's gonna. I don't know. This doesn't sound good. If they don't give up a first round pick for Watson, I'll be shocked. At least one, I'll be shocked. But we're gonna have to see. Fly Eagles Fly PC85 says that's in my mind now. Right now, what if? That's what I'm saying. Like, what if Jalen Hurts is gone and what if we get Watson and he doesn't play? it goes hand in hand. You know what I mean? Like if Hurts goes somewhere else and he balls out, it's gonna make me angry. It's already enough that I thought Carson was gonna play pretty solid this year with the Colts, but this right here is just, I don't know. This move is gonna be like, if this works, Howie's gonna be here for a while. If this doesn't work, guys, Howie might be gone. I would fire him if this is a total disaster. Gamble Game with Super Chat. Appreciate it, man. So Hurts is a guy you want as a QB. He just is. I love his attitude. I wish a quarter of his attitude was in Carson Wentz, but obviously it wasn't. Let me see if there's anything else on Twitter. What's going on? We have Loyal to Hughes. If this does happen, I got to admit, Watson would definitely light it up in Philly if he's not suspended or anything. And that's what we have to watch out for. Is this guy going to be suspended? This is crazy. This is just crazy. Robert Drennan, what's going on, man, with the Super Chat? So what up, Joey Shakes? A few years ago, Howie Roseman had us on Cloud 9. Now all he does is contribute to the drinking problem. I'm sorry that's happening. If that's happening to you right now, if you guys are drinking because of this, I am sorry. I am really sorry. Robert Drennan, a longtime supporter of the Joey Shakes channel. Do appreciate it. 536 people in the chat, guys. Guys haven't subscribed to the channel. Subscribe, guys. We're going to be doing a lot of live streams. We cover the Eagles every single day, all year round, off season, in season, everything. We stream games. We do everything. So subscribe to the channel. Like the stream if you guys have it, guys. There's a lot to take in right now. We're all going through it together. Description below. Follow me on Twitter at JoeyShake72, and obviously the other links to support me as well are down there. I mean, this is just insane. Where are all the content creators? I need to bring some people in here right now. Where is everybody at? What are we doing here? What is going on? Like what is going on? This is crazy. This is literally crazy. Like, oh my God. What is going on, man? Oh my God. I can't even comprehend what's going on right now. From a 990 says, I like to see how Eagle fans bail on Hurts now. Dude, I've been, my mindset has been on Jalen Hurts this whole offseason. It's like, if he leaves, I'm gonna feel like we just gave up someone I cared about, like, and haven't got to know the guy yet because he hasn't played a snap in the NFL. Well, except for last year, obviously 4 games. But I'm saying as a starter, a complete starter, a full offseason for Jalen Hurts and the rest of these guys building chemistry. You drafted Devontae Smith. I mean, what are you doing as of right now? I don't even know. I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy. Philly Green said, imagine if it was Xavier Howard and Nelson has moved to slot, but probably not. No, most likely not. Definitely not. We're not cornerback wise. It ain't happening. JS Coca. I can't even say your name, but give us 2 seconds. Third and Barnett, Ertz, Dillard, Fulgham. Who says no? Dillard, yes. Barnett. I would trade Barnett and Dillard 100%. I would do it. 2 seconds. I don't know about that. I don't know about 2 second-round picks for this year. Maybe 1 second round this year and a second round for 2022. That's for 2023. That's different, but not We're not giving away 2 second rounders next for 22. No, definitely not. That's definitely not happening. Taylor Henry says Watson takes us to the next level. Think about the development of Devonta Smith with Watson at QB. Love Jalen though. I know for both ways. I don't know how these guys are going to feel about this. Obviously, they're going to see this news come out. Like, obviously, all these guys, some of these guys are definitely on the internet. So they're going to see stuff that's going on. Hurts is going to see all this that's going on. Big Play Slay says, so it's a fake source? No, it's not fake at all. It's a guy from CBS that works for the NFL. It's a guy for CBS. It's legit. It's a legit source. Tim Wall says they have no money. They barely signed Nelson, extended contracts. We have young offensive weapon core that could grow together. Pointless move. I mean, it's not like Watson is old. He's young. He's 24. 24 years old? He's still young, guys. He's not an old quarterback. Gamble Gaming says, I get what you mean. He's like a little brother. It's just, I've been like so connected to Jalen Hurts and so excited to the point where if they just get rid of him, I don't even know how I'm going to feel. Like, Philly, the podcast says, I wish I could hop on, man. This is wild. I hope it ain't true. Yeah, I sent you an invite. I sent you a link, but if you can't get on, I appreciate it. If you guys haven't subscribed to Philly, the podcast, he is excellent content creator for the Philadelphia Eagles. Check his content out. Really, go to his channel. He does a lot for the community, and very, very respectful guy, humble guy. Go to his channel, check him out. He does interviews with all beat writers and players and other stuff like that. So check him out if you guys have it. Philly, the podcast. Joe Castro. Eddie Mama Joe says, man, Hurts being demoted will be the best thing for my Eagles. Bring Watson. Sean Marsh says, if you look at the moves they made, they are pushing for a run, and the final piece is a QB. I don't know if the final piece is a QB. I mean, it's definitely an unknown because we don't know what's going on with Jalen Hurts. I mean, I don't know if it's an actual like the final piece, but still unknown at linebacker. Okay. There's still some unknowns on this team right now. Wide receiver, we need to figure out, who's bringing it this year. Is Quez Watkins having a good camp? Travis Fulgham having a good camp? Hightower having a good camp? Rager is not having a fantastic camp, but he had some, he went through some mental stuff early in training camp. Obviously, right when training camp started. So I don't say we're one piece away right now. So. Kaya says, Joey, can you really be mad if we actually get Watson? I just want to see Jalen Hurts play. If this was 2022 offseason and we saw Jalen Hurts play, and obviously if we thought that Jalen Hurts wasn't capable after a year, I'd say, okay, you could go for it. If Jalen Hurts, really it's all about the eye test. Like if you know that he's just not capable of being a franchise quarterback, then okay, you go for this trade. But because we haven't seen a full year out of Jalen Hurts with an offseason, and players want to play for him, and he's gravitating those players towards him, there's going to be swagger in this offense. There's going to be so much happening in this offense, and you just trade him now and you just get rid of him now, it's going to hurt. It's really going to hurt. And I know there's some players, there's content creators, and there's other fans out there that are like, yeah, let's trade him. Let's go bring in Watson. I'm ready to get a Super Bowl. And yeah, maybe. You have a new coaching staff. Like, there's a lot of stuff we have to evaluate. There's a lot of stuff. Like this, they trade for Watson, they're ready for something. They're ready for something that's going to happen. So, the Philly Sports Kid just followed you on Twitter. Appreciate it, man. You guys haven't followed me on Twitter, at JoeyShake72. Follow me on there. I'm always posting random stuff and Eagles stuff and funny stuff all the time. So follow me on there if you guys have not, guys. Oh, man, this is killer. This is just... Rob Gravino says, Aaron Wilson, NFL reporting, no Watson trade imminent. They have to work through a lot of things, but the interest... It's not about it not happening now. It's about it could happen before the season starts. If it's not now, it's before the season starts, okay? That's the total difference of what's going on right now. If it's happening before the season starts, it might not happen right now. So if it doesn't happen right now, they have to work through those bumps in the road, which is obviously the stuff that Deshaun Watson's going through. They have to figure out if they have to put a trade clause into his contract that's going to protect the Eagles. If he comes here and gets in trouble for something or something happens down the road, the Eagles will be protected and they will get some of their money back. That's why that this is going to be a little bit of a longer process. But guys, like, preseason's right around the corner. The season is almost here. It's almost here right now. So it's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy. Oh man, this is nuts. Let me see if there's anything else. Let me check. I'm gonna keep checking for you guys because appreciate everybody following me on Twitter, guys. Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. Oh my God! All right, I don't think there's anything going on right now. People are like, great. I can't sleep now. Yeah, I can't sleep either. Forget it now. Oh my God! I'm not seeing anything else right now. Oh my god, guys. Well, looks like the Sixers are bringing in Danny Green back to the Sixers on a 2-year, $20 million deal. That's an update for the Sixers after getting Drummond as well. Oh man, this is a headache. It really is a headache. I'm not even kidding. Oh my god. All right, we have company now. We got company. I can't deal with this by myself. It's going out of my damn mind right now. Bro.
What's going on? What's going
Bro,
on?
you had to go in your car, bro?
I had to make
God,
some
you gotta
time.
go
I had
you
to
gotta
make
go
some
in your
time.
car, bro.
When I saw the news, I had to make some time, man. What is going on, man? This is getting crazy. It needs to end. It needs to end.
Dude, like I literally got on Twitter for 2 seconds and this news came out and I was like, this is insane. Like I mean, I don't even know what to think about it. I don't.
At this point, it's just, as a franchise, just make a clear path, make a clear decision. I don't want to go, further on into training camp with all this. I know, Jalen Hurts says he's above it and you can say all the sayings you want, but at some point, you have to give your team a clear decision. You have to give, I guess the fans don't really matter, but you have to give your team some type of clarity on who they're going to battle with. Like they've built all this chemistry with him for what? It seems like it's going to go down the drain. I don't know.
But just think about it, though. Like, have they named the starting quarterback yet? They still start of OTAs never named a starting quarterback. Start of training camp never mentioned a quarterback. Philly fan dude with the super chat appreciate it. Says, bro, love your channel. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, bro. And here's another. So Zach Taylor says Trapasso was the first to say that DeForest Buckner was getting traded. That turned out to be a real. Bro, it's gonna kill my heart when this happens.
It comes down to what are we giving? Like I've said this before. Look, if we're giving up 3 firsts, I'm gonna go crazy. You're gonna see angry Castro. I don't curse much. I think you've seen me curse once on my channel or so, but I will probably go crazy. But if we give up a 1st round pick and Hurts, I might. It is what it is. Like we know the talent that is there. I just can't overpay for somebody in his situation. So I'm very torn. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very torn.
But did you see though? Like, did you see the actual of how everything like Deshaun Watson hasn't practiced the past 2 days? That they had the meeting after practice the other day, and then they freed
he was
up
playing safety at one of the training camps, which was kind of crazy. I did the whole draft thing with all the reporters and stuff.
Right.
So the guy I knew out in Houston was telling me, he was like, yeah, this is the guy you want, man. Like he's our safety right now. So yeah, it's crazy out there with him. I don't know
either. So Eagles gang super chat appreciates that if Hurts gets traded, I don't know how the players will feel. That's another thing. Like this, like how we got to be careful with this because now you're gonna turn this. I don't know if this.
I mean, maybe the veterans like it. Maybe it's kind of like saying to people like Lane Johnson and Darius Slay, hey, we're bringing in a guy that can win us something now. Maybe they don't see that in Hurts. I don't know, because you hear all this 1% every day. You hear all this Jalen Hurts is getting better. Throughout camp, it seems like he's been getting better. Mm-hmm. I just don't know why we have to jump off a ledge. Like that's my thing. Like I feel like this is jumping off a ledge. This is not you're getting a good quarterback at a good time in his career. You're taking a huge risk. A huge risk where we're kind of set up right now in a good way. So I don't know, man.
I don't know. Maybe the coaches are thinking differently. Maybe I don't know. Like, look, like if Hurts isn't here, like it's gonna be what if, and mm-hmm. I'm telling you right now, if they trade for Watson and this doesn't work out and it's a total bonfire, literally. I mean, Howie's got to go. I mean, he's got to go. Like this was like something for next year. Like if Hurts, like I'll feel so much more comfortable if they do a full evaluation with Hurts this year. But it just sounds like it's not going to happen. Like it's
now. What if they get, just to play devil's advocate here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because who's going to sleep? Who has time for sleep tonight? Right. But no, just to play devil's advocate. what if you end up getting them for like a second and a player like a Derek Barnett or something like that? Like, what if you literally fleece them? Because he is a great talent. So, like, what if you did get him for the price that it was like, even if Jalen Hurts is great, you know what I'm saying, this season, then that ups his trade value and we still have our 2 first-round picks.
The risk might help us. The risk of what he's going through is what Deshaun Watson's going through is probably going to help us. Like there's people have already told me tonight. They're like, oh, it's going to cost a fortune to get him. Like it's probably not going to. Like because the Eagles need to add in a trade clause because they have to. Because if he comes here and like something like catches up to him in life, you know anything that happens,
Yeah, facts.
you know the Eagles can't get, they can't get screwed. So they have to put in some type of trade clause where they're not going to lose dead cap or, they're going to have a dead cap hit or something like that if something happens. But this is going to be a total fail. If Hurts goes to the Texans or something like that and he becomes successful, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt a lot. This team, you can't even trust your own team and what they're doing. Like, I don't know. I know for a fact that they've had legit interest since the end of last season. That is definite. 100%. There's people that are saying it wasn't true. It's 100% true because next year's draft class for quarterbacks, I'm not liking it at all. I haven't liked that draft class next year, but this is just. I feel like I'm feeling hurt right now. Like I feel hurt.
Imagine how Hurts feels. Like. I mean, this is just terrible timing. I feel like if you're gonna do something like this, you do it at the beginning of the year. You get it over with. Let people kind of settle in. Like right now, if you do this, we're what 8, maybe 7 days now away from actual football. Who's going to be your quarterback going out there? Like, are you going to throw Jalen? What if this guy gets, what if he really gets suspended for 8 games? What if he can never play football? Like, there's a lot of extremes on both ends. You know what I'm saying? What if everything goes perfectly and he's with a great team? But even just looking at the player, I know we all gush over his talent, rightfully so. He's a great, he's a talented player. But look at the teams on Houston. I mean, and look at our team. Let's like sit back and realistically look at it. Do we really think that giving up 3 first-round picks for a guy like Deshaun Watson is going to make us a Super Bowl team? Like, do we really think we're that close? Like, Deshaun Watson went 3 and 13 not too long ago. So I mean, like, I think that especially our franchise has to sit back and look at who this player is and where we are as a franchise. Like, we're set up to figure out the quarterback position. You know what I'm saying? If Jalen Hurts isn't that guy. But I just think that there's too many positives if Jalen Hurts becomes or even becomes like halfway that guy. You know what I'm saying? Where we're just building the team around him for a little while and then we, implant some young guy or do what the Dolphins are doing. This is jumping off a ledge. Like that's really the only way I could think of it. And it scares me. Like you said, it scares me because this could ruin the next 3-4 years. You know what I'm saying? But we've said that before. So
yeah, I agree, bro. Like Damon Badge with Super Chats, Hurts will be a Super Bowl quarterback before Watson. Fight me. They already did a poll. They already did a poll on Twitter already, and like 72% don't want Hurts to get traded or him to leave. I mean, it's crazy. Like this is risky, man. This is like I'm not ready for this, and I hope it doesn't happen. I hope something gets in the way where it does not happen. I really do not want this to happen. I don't, because I'm happy with what we have right now. And Hurts is already it's like now you're hitting the restart button all over again, and now it's like he's got to build chemistry. Then now I feel like if you trade for Deshaun Watson now, we're going to be slow beginning of the year. We're gonna get into a slow learning phase, not with just. I think everyone else will be ready besides Watson, and that's what happens when you trade for guys so late. Still have Zach Ertz on the roster right now, free up more money, but I didn't know that the figures for the restructures actually came out for Derek Barnett and Lane Johnson, $16 million. So obviously with that, you could fit the 10.5 you owe Deshaun Watson. It's just, why do you have to do that? There's no, just run with it. Like, just see you. Like, stop drafting guys early, and then come on now. You draft Andre Dillard in the first round. You put Jason Peters in front of him. You redshirt him the first year. Like, stop doing that. Like, you drafted a guy high pick. He's a high pick that should get a chance. Like,
and if Howie is on the border or on the hot seat or something. Like Jeffrey Lurie, don't let this man do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? If this is him saying like, give me one more shot, don't let this man ruin your franchise like this. Like I said, if we can get him for very cheap, it's going to be very hard for me to argue. If they're just saying, a fire sale, throw us some mid-round picks, throw us, a second, and this, something that's like, hey, that's a win-win. I can't argue it, but I highly doubt that that's what's gonna happen. So
the only thing that I could see this coming out to be like successful is maybe the Eagles have a chance to get rid of some contracts that they can get some money back for. Like, say if they want to trade Fletcher Cox and get $16 million back in cap space, you know what I mean? So if they wanted to do that, if they look at another position and say, you know what, trade Fletcher Cox, I think Milton Williams is ready to get in there and do some things. I don't know. Like that's risk. Like that's I mean, this is too much. Like, why this? Like 11, 10:50 something at night. Like this had to happen tonight. it just. I hate this team.
But you said it perfectly. Like, you're gonna have to start dismantling this team once it comes time to pay. Certain people, especially Deshaun Watson. So, if you think that this team is a Super Bowl team this year or next year,
yeah,
I still don't see why you would go after Deshaun Watson because, like, to be honest, it just doesn't make sense right now. Just unless it is cheap. I have to keep putting that caveat. Like, I'm very against giving up more than one first round pick. If it's one first round pick, I might grit my teeth. And I think we all like Jalen Hurts and we all want to see what he can become. But, Deshaun Watson is Deshaun Watson, so he is worth what he's worth. But I'm just not willing to give up the whole future for him. Like, you know what I'm saying? If Deshaun Watson can't play this year, that should, go into his contract discussions as far as like how much money he's going to actually get. So that might help us in the future. I don't know. I'm trying to make myself like this a little bit, and it's not working. I'm really trying to like make it make sense. It just.
Here's some of Joe Zomp. Joe Zomp says, "What's going on, man?" He says, "Howie wouldn't make this move without knowing the facts of Watson. He's dumb, not that dumb." I mean, you obviously have to make phone calls. Like, you don't. This isn't a trade where it's like, yeah, right now, let's do it. You don't make this trade easily. Like, they have some hurdles they have to climb over. They have to work around the money situation. They have to work around what they want, what we want, and on top of everything else, like, if there's any trade chips involved, and to make calls about this case, like, I don't talk about. I haven't really read anything. I haven't been reading stuff on Deshaun Watson. Really, I haven't really been. I just don't really care. I don't read about the political stuff of it, and I don't put it on the channel because I just don't even bother with it. But at the same time, it's alarming. You don't want to do this. I hope this isn't true. Trust me, it's news that comes out where you're like, okay, it's not really exciting. It's kind of like you're resetting a position right now. Like, if this was like after the season. I guess I don't know. Like, I just, after 4 games of Jalen Hurts, I just want to see more. And I don't know if this is a Howie decision, a Jeffrey Lurie decision, an everybody decision. I have no idea, but there's no way Jalen Hurts is going to be here if they trade for Deshaun Watson. There's no way. It's like Joe Flacco's already getting enough money and incentives and all this other stuff that's going on with him. Mullins is going to be more likely a practice squad quarterback at this point. He's just a camp arm. He's got some starting ability that can make our guys look good for games. For preseason and kind of give guys looks. That's what he's here for, most likely. But this is.
And why not just draft a guy? You feel me? Why just not draft a guy? Like, if you wanted a guy that maybe is probably not going to be great this year or even play this year in Deshaun's case, and might be another guy in the second year, then go draft a guy. If you really did not believe in Jalen Hurts that much. Or if there was that much of a doubt. I just don't get how we move. Like, it's jumping off a ledge. Like, that's really all I can say. It's we're putting all our eggs in one basket for really no reason. We're set up good. I think as Eagles fans, we understand it's going to be a process, no pun intended. But like, we know it's going to be a little bit of time to make this team great. But like stuff like this, it just come on. Like, we're finally getting over all this, starting to just accept Hurts as that guy, and people are getting behind him. And like you said, everybody's kind of coming together as one, and here we go.
Here we go. So, Eagles gang with the super chat says, guys, remember they did the same thing with Vic, and
It's
that was a
different
problem.
though.
I mean, yeah, I know. I mean, I don't even know if I should say this, but I'm not going to say which one was worse, but I mean that was bad when it happened.
That was really bad. But he at least, I will say, and I'm not like you said, I'm not gonna talk about the crime because it's not my place.
Mm-hmm.
Both are obviously very bad, but um, at least I guess at least for lack of better terms, Vic did his time. So it was a decision of, do you think he deserves a second chance? Like Watson is legitimately going through it right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know what type of person he is, and like, you can argue that neither deserved or deserved in
Yeah.
Deshaun's case deserve a second chance. But I mean, realistically, Vic was just different. Vic was just different. You had all the facts in front of you. I felt like, and maybe like the other guy said, maybe Howie does, maybe Howie knows stuff that we don't. I'm sure he does, but unless you have all the facts and know, hey, next week he's getting, released on everything, everything's getting dropped, he's good. This is just a really, really big risk, man. This is a huge risk.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's this really. I mean, it's more money than you have to spend. It's like now you got to pay him his 10.5 million. It's just more money you have to spend, and like you got to pray. I mean, you really got to pray. Look, Deshaun Watson, like, has he had much luck in the league? He's got one. He's got one ACL. He's had a playoff appearance, I think. I mean, let me know if I'm wrong, but
Yeah, I think that's it. And they've had some squads. They've
yeah,
had some
I thought
squads.
they had. I just don't think they've had the right coaching staff. Bill O'Brien being the GM wasn't the most favorite thing that's happened over
Facts.
there. Okay,
Facts.
like hauling all those 3, 4 first round picks to Miami to get all those, Tunsil and all these other guys, Kenny Stills and all these other guys. On top of everything else, like you trade D Hop for David Johnson in a second round pick for peanuts for a bag of 99-cent chips you get right at the deli at the
Seriously.
corner.
Seriously. It's ridiculous. And hey, shout out to Bill O'Brien. He's a former Penn State head coach. I hated him once he left Penn State as well. So I love that I see him doing terribly. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It makes no sense, and for that reason, I guess it makes all the sense in the world for Howie to be behind this, because
Yeah.
it reeks of Howie trying to be the smartest man in the room again. And we were trying. Who was it? I forget who it was. I think it was Lord Brunson. I had Lord Brunson on the channel the other day when we had 500 and RV, and I think he was the one that said he was kind of forgiving him. So I'm gonna have to talk to Brunson. You still forgiving him? Because this is the one. This is the blasphemy. But yeah, he was doing good, man. How he was doing good, and
Yeah,
here
like
you go.
for this year, I think Howie did good. Now, when we talk about Carson Wentz being drafted and then what's happened since then, I don't this Carson Wentz injury like makes Howie look good, but at the end of the day, it really doesn't, because they didn't build around Carson Wentz at all.
Right.
Period, like they're doing with Jalen Hurts right now. So really, you could throw that out the window. Okay, I don't give him any credit. Maybe a little bit for this year, which surprisingly a very good draft. Surprisingly, they were slow and strategic with free agency. Obviously, they couldn't spend a lot of money. First day of free agency, I think they had like $3 million under the cap. So I mean, they had to be slow with it. The draft this year was our season, and that's what was important, and that's what we had to make sure what was right. Obviously, like we've talked about it before, you agree that there were some Howie picks and there were some Nick Sirianni picks plus Jonathan Gannon picks all into one. So it was a collaborative effort, definitely. But this is just, it's not going to happen today. It's not going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to happen the next day. It might happen. It might happen before the season starts, but I don't know. I don't know how comfortable I'm going to be, because to catch a guy in a playbook right before the season starts and this is going to happen, I just don't see it. I just
That's the thing. So yeah, and it's if you're okay with not being good this year, then you should have just drafted a quarterback. That's really my thing. If you have no faith in Jalen Hurts,
right.
you should have just drafted a quarterback. Like Devontae Smith is a great player, and I'm not mad that we have him. Don't get me wrong. I don't want anybody to think that. But man, quarterback is the most important position in sports, in any pro sport, team sport. Like, I really do feel like quarterback is the most important position. So if you did not have any faith or full faith in that quarterback, and you're willing to, give up the future for someone else, you should have just drafted someone. Like you were
Yeah.
in perfect position. Like you said, next year's what's it called? Oh, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Next year's draft is not strong when it comes to
Mm.
quarterbacks. And this year's draft, as much as people want to hate, I hate Mac Jones, but even the fifth guy might be a good starter. Like Mac Jones might be a good starter. I have faith in Justin Fields, Trey Lance. I really, really like his upside. Like I could have made arguments for all these quarterbacks, but instead you're gonna go get a guy who is literally in the middle of one of, if not the worst things you can go through as a man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like this can ruin you as a person. Never mind as like a football player. Like this, he might not be allowed in a lot of social circles, and we want to bring him to Philly, and at that we want to pay an exorbitant amount to bring him to Philly. I don't understand why you would pay to bring drama. You know what I'm saying? We have enough drama. It just, I don't know. Maybe I'm overreacting.
Maybe
But
well, we're not seeing everything. Every time stuff is going on with a player, we don't know the real facts. We're not behind the
true.
scenes. We don't know everything. So like maybe it's not as bad as we think it is than what is really going on. I mean, we're just reading articles or we're just reading rumors and that's it. But we don't know what the actual facts are of this apparent case or whatever it is that's
Sure.
going on with Deshaun Watson right now. So, I mean, the only news I've seen was like, pictures, and I've seen, Deshaun Watson looks so miserable.
Yeah, dude. I feel so bad if it's not true. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
really do feel so bad because you never, I don't obviously wish that on anybody, to even go through that. But man, where there's smoke, I hate to quote Orlando Scandrick, everybody's favorite Eagle, right? But where there's smoke, there's fire, man. Like, there's a lot of cases and they're not all just money grabs. They're not all for money. You know what I'm saying? Some of them are actual cases against him. So I don't know, like just not looking good. And I don't want to have to deal with that. We have I do a lot of collaborations with Cowboy
I've seen
content
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
and everything. I'm not trying to have to explain this, man. Like I'm really not.
No.
It's I don't
Well,
know,
too late
man.
now. Too late now.
I know, right?
You're gonna be busy this week. You're gonna be
Oh
mad
God,
busy this
tomorrow
week.
morning's gonna be fun. Tomorrow morning, imagine that's gonna be fun. Tomorrow morning at camp.
These
Imagine that.
players are gonna. Jalen Hurts might not even. He might as well not even show up to the podium at this point.
I mean, imagine like what are you that? Oh, I wish I was a fly on the wall. You know what I'm saying? For just their warm ups, just for them to go get their like breakfast together. I want to hear what Jalen Hurts is saying. Like everybody's gonna look at him. You can try and deflect it as much as you want, bro, but like social media is a bitch. Excuse my language. It is what it
I
is.
mean, there are people saying that Aaron Wilson already tweeted out that this is like. I guess from some of the Houston beat writers that it's not true. But I'm sorry, but
They've been
I'm
saying that though. They've been saying that. How many people are gonna lie?
That's what I'm saying. You just because he's a beat writer doesn't mean anything. Just because we say anything doesn't mean it's true either. So
Facts.
but when I see something like that, it's alarming. And plus the moves that have happened the past couple days with Deshaun Watson not practicing for 2 days, Eagles having a meeting after training camp, and not even just that, but you just restructured two players for $16 million to free up cap space in a matter of a couple days of all this happening together. So if that didn't happen, I'd probably maybe believe it. But because all that happened the past couple days, it's like it connects all together. So
Facts. And if you look at Lane, correct me if I'm wrong, Joey, but didn't we say we didn't need Lane Johnson to restructure? What was that? Wasn't that like the whole? No, you good, bro. You got this. Like now, all of a sudden, we need him to restructure. Derek Barnett, which to me, I understand he's still in some sort of fashion getting his $10 million, but that was the weirdest restructure ever. Like you went from being on the roster bubble to a restructure that only really helps the team. Like it doesn't really help anybody else. It doesn't
yeah,
necessarily hurt anybody, but it only helps the team. So I just don't get it. Maybe this team thinks that they're way better than we see them as. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm cool with that. If you guys think that you guys are a deep playoff run, a quarterback away, God bless you. I hope you're right, because say it ain't so, Joe. What's good, Richie?
Richie, Joey,
Joe
Fortune, say it ain't
Fortress.
so,
I like that. So like, yeah, they taught me Spanish. I guess like my last name, like loosely close to Castro, is like Castle. So he says fortress. So hey,
Yeah.
I'm bilingual now.
But it's gonna get crazy. I mean, it's gonna get crazy.
It's gonna be
So
fun. It's gonna definitely be fun, man. But I'm about to get out of here, brother. I'm about to get back upstairs before I get cussed out.
yeah, it's all good.
But
It's all
but
good.
yeah, I
Yeah,
saw the
guys, if you,
message. So.
yeah, no, I have Philly 500 too. I text him, dude. He hasn't even answered me once. I'm like, this guy texts me all. We text each other all day, and the one time he doesn't text me,
He's back.
disappeared.
He's behind. He's behind too, right? He's like a couple hours behind us.
So
No, I'm saying so. He should be. He should be up. If anything, I'm up.
it's almost 10 o'clock. He texts me till 1 a.m. his time. It doesn't even matter. So, guys, if you guys haven't checked out Philly the podcast, his link is right there. I have it up right now. Check his channel out. He covers the Eagles. He does interviews. Check all his content out. If you guys have not,
I appreciate it, man.
please, if you guys have it, run over to Joe Castro's channel and hit that sub button and like up his videos and support him because he does a really good job. So
I appreciate it, Joe. We gonna work, man. You know we got to get it, some work in soon.
yeah.
We got to stop meeting like this. You got to stop. but anytime, you already know. Anytime you shoot me that link, I'm gonna try and make some time, man. But I appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, no problem, man.
All right, man. Have a good night, bro.
All right, you too, man. Sleep well. Well, guys, subscribe to Philly the podcast. If you guys haven't, guys, subscribe to his channel. His link is right there. Go hit that link up. I'll put it in again so people don't have to go up. Hit that link. Subscribe to his channel, guys. Covers the Eagles as well. Great content creator. Does interviews with players. Stuff that I don't even do. That's the hard work stuff. Cyclone 58 says, what a crazy night, right? Is it crazy night? 499 people, guys, in the chat. Appreciate everybody being here. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Cover the Eagles all year round, every single day. Just crazy news today. Guys haven't liked the stream, like the stream up, guys. It does help the channel a lot. So much appreciated. Yeah. It's to see people talk right now. It's crazy. Guys, just check the description below. Obviously, I have other stuff you could support as well. So follow me on Twitter at JoeyShake72. Follow me on Twitter if you guys have not. So we will see. El Yippee says, Philly 500, wake up. I'm waiting on his text message. He still hasn't texted me yet. I sent him the link. He has the link. He could jump right in here. So Blazing Bolt says, do you guys even have cap space for Watson? Actually, we do. We do have cap space now. Since we restructured Lane Johnson and Derek Barnett, we freed up $16 million. So really at this point, Watson's only going to cost 10.5 for this year. So we have enough to get him on here right now. So Jay White says, check Twitter again. I'm checking right now. People are saying this could set the franchise back. Let me see if there's anything going on. What is going on? What is going on? Give me something here. Let's check Aaron Wilson. Yeah, I saw I saw this from Aaron Wilson. He's a no trade imminent developing at this time for Texas quarterback Deshaun Watson. According to league sources, while there is interest and teams are conducting extensive due diligence, complex legal situation, no trade clause are all difficult factors to work. It doesn't mean no trade imminent doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It's just they have to. Nothing's going to happen right now. That's all. It's all it means. Nothing's going to happen right now just because of the stuff that Deshaun Watson's going through right now. Like, there's just nothing going on right now. They have to work around so much of that contract. It's just crazy. It's absolutely insane. Oh, my God. This is crazy. Robert Grion says this trade will be at least 2 firsts, 2 seconds, maybe some are conditional because Eagles don't make trades unless they are confident in the legal situation. Whatever the legal situation is, of course, they're going to look out for themselves. They have to. There has to be some type of trade clause with this contract if they do decide to trade for Deshaun Watson, because God forbid something happens down the road and Watson gets in trouble, or something happens, or something catches up to him out of nowhere. This way the Eagles protect themselves, and that's what they have to work around, guys. This trade isn't like a 2-second trade and they just shake hands and that's it. Like, this trade it's going to take more than what it's doing right now. It's going to take a lot more. So Trevor Terry says that's a top 5 QB aside from the allegations he's a star. I think he's a fantastic quarterback. I think I don't think the Texans have put him in the right position. I thought he's had some good. I thought he's had a good roster at one point, but it's just Bill O'Brien really messed that team up badly, becoming the GM and being the head coach and being the GM. So, William Galebrett said this could be fake news. I don't think it is. From what the Eagles have done the past few days, between the meeting after practice, Deshaun Watson hasn't practiced the past couple days, and the Eagles just restructured Derek Barnett and Lane Johnson all of a sudden in the past couple days of all this happening, plus this. It's kind of weird that it's happened like this, just a little bit. So we'll see what happens. Jay White says, do you think they'll do it before the trade deadline? No, I don't think so. I think this is like literally it's either going to happen before the season starts this year, or it's something that happens next year if Jalen Hurts doesn't play well. Those are the two factors. Dash the 6 says, I'm willing to make this trade if we get good value. Chances to get suspended for the year, which case he doesn't play until next year. If Hurts balls out, then we flip Watson over Watson or even Hurts. They could do that as well. I mean, if he gets suspended and we acquire him, we make Jalen Hurts a starter and then kind of just see how Jalen Hurts does. Then if we think that he's not going to work out, you trade Hurts and then you activate Watson for 2022 if that's the case. So Mex Alley says, thanks, Joey. No problem, man. James M says it's even on Sleeper Fantasy app. It's not fake news. I don't think it's fake at all. I don't. Vidnon 1978 says, I think they keep Hurts as their safety net in case Watson is suspended for a while, and that could happen as well. What is the point of trading for him? It just, with all this going on with him, what is the point of trading for him? It makes no sense. Cyclone 58 says, this is going to be one heck of a drama-filled season if we get Watson. Yeah, it's going to be. Trevor Terry said, I like Hurts, but I'll definitely take Watson over him any day. Philadelphia Eagles fan 6, Devonta Smith would be Deshaun Watson's new D-Hop. And definitely that's true as well. That's definitely true. MB says, you've been listening to too many 500s. No, I read this from Brandon. What I just said, I literally read from Brandon Lee Gouton's Twitter. He literally just tweeted out everything that's been happening the past few days. Well, like I said, the restructures of both players for $16 million. Deshaun Watson hasn't practiced the past 2 days. Okay? And on top of everything else, the Eagles had a meeting after practice with the whole front office. I think it was yesterday or the day before. So, plus this news that came out on top of it the past couple of days, it adds up. It's way too coincidental. It adds up. It just doesn't seem right to me. You know what I mean? Dr. 500 fainted from the Watson news. That's why he hasn't responded. I haven't got a text from him yet. So, I haven't got a text at all. I'm still waiting, but I haven't got anything yet. Mike says not anything is going to happen. I hope it doesn't. Ian Farmer says, let's not forget Watson and Hurts were trained together. This could be potential better than Watson. Hurts has the youth. Much respect for Watson, but give Hurts a chance. Mr. Anthony says that they will boycott if we get. Still, bro, stop listening to one dude. If the real chef and rap would be tweeting right now, other reporters said this dude is cap. I don't. You know what? There's a lot of evidence for this. Like if it was just a tweet and nothing else was going on, different story. But since we heard this other stuff, I kind of want to see as the news was going during this live stream what the news was coming out later and later. There's too many coincidental things that have happened so far. So Yeah, a trade is not imminent right now. That is true because they can't make this trade right now. It's just something that the Eagles. It just said that teams are engaging. Teams are engaging for this trade. The problem is there's so many obstacles they have to jump over because of what's going on with Deshaun Watson. It doesn't mean the trade can't happen. You guys need to read it correctly because it's not read the way that everyone thinks it's being read. So it's way too weird right now. 72 times says, give Jalen 2021 and move forward in 2022. Too much allegations. Might be. It might be. James M., we will get MVP Wentz back in a younger, durable body. Philly fan, hashtag 100 champs says, wow, this is happening. All the moves Howie made past few days pointing this direction will we'll wake up tomorrow and our franchise is going to be crippled. And I hope not. I don't think it makes our franchise better futuristically, and like now we have to restructure 2 players. We have to kick the can down the road once more. You know what I mean? Kick the can down the road once more, and then now with those 2 restructures, you free up money. You could pay Deshaun Watson the $10.5 million. It just makes no sense to me right now. It just doesn't. Trevor Terry says, I think the Texans want a QB swap. They don't trust Tyrod Taylor. No. I think they're going to want Jalen Hurts. Rishi Lara says, Hard Knocks is missing out on this. Totally true. Kevin Bogovic says, buy cheap. That's why Watson is young, too. He's 24. I think he's, 24 years old. He's cheap. He's young. Philly Green says, and you think end of last season was drama filled out. You don't know what's coming. Oh, I know what's coming. It's that's why I don't want him here. Like, it's going to be bad. It's going to be really bad. Depending on how they deal with it, it's going to be really it's the media that's going to do it. It's not, they're going to do their, the team's going to do their own thing, but the media is going to, like, just imagine like the questions Jalen Hurts is going to answer tomorrow at training camp. It's going to be nuts. Sean Marsh says, what we did with Vic, think about what we did with Vic 2.0, a.k.a. Watson. I wouldn't call Watson Vic 2.0, but, 2 situations. Vic stepped up to the plate. He did his time. A lot of fans didn't like it. There was protests. There was a bunch of stuff happening outside the the NovaCare complex. I mean, I remember that day. Even when Vic went to the Pittsburgh Steelers, there was a petition going around for the team not to sign Michael Vick, to really release him, which obviously that didn't happen. So. Tuam Miam says, just saw something that said Hurts wouldn't be involved. I'd be surprised. I'd be shocked if he's not involved. I'd be shocked. Philadelphia Eagles fan 6 said we should wait till next offseason try to trade for Aaron Rodgers. No. Definitely not. If you're going after a quarterback next year, it's going to be Deshaun Watson. You're not going in the draft for one. You're not trading for – that's not – a long-term answer is not Aaron Rodgers. An Aaron Rodgers signing is like your team is ready. Your team is one piece away from winning. That's an Aaron Rodgers signing. Definitely not. Cyclone says, I don't need sleep. I need answers. Totally true. Corey Williams says, Watson is a phenomenal player, but I'm rocking with Hurts for the season. Exactly. Richie says, Jeffrey Lurie like drama. Commissar says, this is dumb from Howie. Clinton Moore says, I'm with it. Let's get him. Richie Lara says, but here's the thing, Joey. Why would we get Mullins and Flacco if we're going to trade for Watson? It makes sense to get good QB depth when you have unproven QB like Hurts. Well, the thing is, though, usually, and we only have 3 preseason games, usually we carry 4 quarterbacks for preseason games. You have 4 quarterbacks that rotate. This is when we had 4 games, obviously, but that's what usually happens. You usually have 4 arms throwing for preseason. Not 3, but maybe because there's 3 games, they only kept 3, obviously, but... and Toby says they need to trade Joe for Watson. 2 says 2 first, 2 seconds. We get Watson in a third. Can't be real. I don't think that's going to happen. Jay White said, have you told LB yet? I don't think so. No. I mean, he'd probably know about it right now, most likely. I probably don't even need to tell him. He probably already knows. Richie MC said Jeffrey Lurie is a straight up diva. Tim Grasick says Sanders better be good if he has Watson as QB. Sanders will be great with Watson or Jalen Hurts. I don't think it matters. Regardless, I don't even think it matters at all. So this is shocking, but guys, this is damn. This is crazy. This is nuts. Honeycomb said Watson in the NFC East is just yearly guaranteed playoff spots. This is good. He's a top 5 QB. I think he's a top 10 QB definitely, but I just don't think it's the right time to do this. I mean, we're already near preseason now. Like what now you're trying to free up more money. Those restructures, I don't know if those restructures are for cap stability. Like, you freed up money for this year. You didn't free up money for this year. You freed up money pretty much for this year, $16 million. I don't know. It makes no sense to me. Daryl says, this is seriously wild, Joey. Just connect the dots. But people don't understand that Sirianni has watched Watson rack up the stats on Colts twice for the last few years in person. That's a great one right there. What you just said right there was perfect. So obviously the skill set, and Sirianni knows that from experience. That's a good one, Daryl. That's a good one. MB said, it's more likely to restructure is for extending a player or bringing in a vet wide receiver. $16 million? I don't know. You're not bringing in a vet for that much money. A vet's going to get paid that much money for this year? I don't think so. This is more than that. Bella the Beagle said, if the trade happens, when do you think it will be? By the way, Hurts is the guy. And I think Hurts is the guy. And this probably won't. If this happens, it's before the season starts sometime. I can't tell you an exact date, obviously. But Duran Hossinger says, stop overthinking this, guys. Go get Watson. Brian Skransky, sounds like it will be Cox Barnett and a first and a third in 2022. First and a third in 2022 for Watson. It could be a first-round pick and a mid-round pick. Who knows? So, Ron Wood said, I said the Eagles love sabotaging their QB, and everybody called me crazy. Oh, God. Ian Farmer says, shout out to the 400-plus diehard fans up at 1 a.m. in the morning because this is extremely important. Laughing my butt off. Yeah, it is. It is important. There is 459 people to check, guys. Appreciate it. Guys, haven't subscribed to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. We do cover the Eagles all year round. Live streams. We have the Philly Shakedown podcast every Saturdays. We stream games. We pretty much do everything. So once the season starts, we're going to have streams Saturday and 2 streams on Sunday, obviously. So check us out there. Subscribe to the channel. If you guys haven't, follow me on Twitter. Follow me at Twitter at JoeyShake72. You'll find me there. If you need to reach me for anything, questions about the season, anything like that, I'm always answering questions for everybody. And if you guys haven't liked the stream, like the stream up. Most appreciated from everybody. It does help the channel out a lot. So like up the stream, guys. It's much appreciated from everybody. And obviously, description below, you can support me in other ways as well. So. Accurate 27, Joey, always going hard with the news. Good job, and thank you for bringing it to us first. I didn't expect this to happen tonight, and it happened right when I went to my computer, and yeah, it happened. So, hey, and I appreciate you guys coming in to listen to me rant, and I listen to you guys rant as well, so it's a good thing. So, much love to all you guys. Victor Valancios says it's worth nothing that Watson, in terms of injury, isn't much better than Wentz. He actually already tore both ACLs. He's been fine for the last 2 seasons, but who knows with the Eagles? That's the key word. Who knows with the Eagles? The key part right there. Because it seems like guys will be fine on other teams. They come here and they just get injured, and I don't know why. So, crazy. Tony Turner, if we do trade for Watson, we do put Hurts in the package, or do you try to keep Hurts to have a reliable backup QB? I would keep him if we could. And if for some reason the league obviously suspends Deshaun Watson, then you have Jalen Hurts as a starter and let Deshaun Watson prepare for 2022 and see how Jalen Hurts plays in 2021 and just see how it works out. If the Eagles don't think he's the right guy for the job, then you have Jalen Hurts as a trade chip to trade for a quarterback needy team, and that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Philadelphia Eagles fan 6 said, would you make Deshaun Watson the best QB in the NFC East? Would that make him the best QB in the NFC East? I mean, it depends of what's around. I mean, if Watson comes into this offense, he's got playmakers around him. I mean, he has a speed offense between these running backs that defenses have to prepare for, a few good tight ends that we have. The receivers are unmatched right now. I mean, literally, like some of these receivers haven't even reached their surface yet. I'm excited for Quez Watkins, Devontae Smith, Rager this year. A lot of guys, Travis Fulgham. I mean, there's a lot of good things that he's coming into. He's not coming into a bad offense. He's coming into really good offense, new scheme, new head coach, a fresh start for Deshaun Watson. That's what it is, and that's what's most important. Tony Turner said, if we do trade for Watson, do we put Hurts in the package or do we try to keep Hurts? I think I just read that before. Oh, you said that twice. Okay. Soulbro says Watson isn't a winner. I don't think that's true. Rich FC, Watson is that QB in replacements that close the line and replace Flacco. Tony says, if we do trade for Watson, do we put Hurts in the package or do we try to keep Hurts to have a reliable backup QB? Watson's not going to be a backup quarterback. I mean, Hurts will do anything you need him to do. If he has to become a backup quarterback, I don't know if he's going to get suspended. That's the only question I have going into this and how much it's going to cost. Patrick Burvis says Dillard should be in the trade package. I probably agree with you 1,000,000% on that because as of right now, he's not winning against nobody at camp. I mean, absolutely nobody right now. So that's what's getting bad right now. Tony Turner said, if we trade for Watson, do we put Hurts in the package? Jeez, I think I answered this like I think I answered it. Philadelphia Eagle fan 6 how he's a clown if he trades Hurts. Yeah, I think so. Clinton Moore says he won't play the season, but to have him in the arsenal would be awesome right now. That makes sense. If he gets suspended or if the Eagles say, hey, we're going to acquire Deshaun Watson, but I feel like if you acquire him, he has to start. Like if you're giving up some compensation, you got to start him. And if he's not getting suspended, then yeah, they're going to start him, and Hurts will either be the backup or he'll be gone. So it should be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. Don't know what's going to happen, but Tony Turner said, if we do trade for Watson, do we put Hurts in the package? Cameron Springs says we don't need any problems at QB. Sean Marsh says Watson also has a trade clause, right? So he doesn't want to come to Philly. Won't happen. It depends what it is. It just depends. He can't get picky. I mean, I don't think he has. I don't know how much control he actually has over it. I don't know. I mean, I really once more information comes out, then we'll know. But the Russian spy said the team has more drama than the Kardashians. So I don't know. Cameron Spriggs not right now. Ian Farmer says, holy hell, if Hurts is from Houston, that'll be kind of cool for him in a way. Not a lot of players have the chance to play for their hometowns, and that's definitely true. Solbro says, Watson is way worse. Watson's Vic took blame for his friends being, don't compare him. Yeah, I'm not getting into that. I don't, that's your opinions. I'm not getting into what's worse, Comment says, Watson did not do anything. I don't want him. Robert's like, Tony, one more time. I didn't catch what you said. Oh, God, this is crazy. I need to go down. This chat. It's killing me right now. Kenny Vargas says, like, I don't want a goopy QB in the team like Watson. So many bad things for it. Okay, like, heck no, dude. This is going to get crazy. Philly fan, hashtag 100 champ says, we get Watson. FC East is owned by us, but you're rolling the dice. You're rolling a big dice right now. You're taking a lot of risk doing this. Right before the season starts, like, it's not a good time to do this now. It's crazy. Joseph Vega, what's going on, man? Said they should have cut Barnett, and I think the Eagles did the restructure to get Xavier Howard, I think. We're going to see. I mean, I don't think so. I really don't think so. They have a chance to, if they want to put Nelson in the slot, I don't know if Nelson could play in the slot. I don't know if he could do it. But if they move him into the slot, move him at the nickel cornerback position, and they get Xavier Howard, you're going to have to give up a first-round pick for Howard regardless either. So, and then that contract for that, I don't know how much. I think he's getting paid. Yeah, he's getting paid 14 to 16. I forgot what the number is. Between 14 to 16 million Howard's getting paid this year. So obviously they probably have the money for that right now since those two restructures of Lane Johnson and Derek Barnett. So we'll just see. Tim Gregg says Sixers hired Phil Beckner, Damian Lillard's longtime trainer. Yeah, I saw that today. Danny Green got signed to a 2-year, $20 million deal today as well. So Danny Green is back. You got Drummond as well on a 1-year deal. I think it's a 1-year deal. Dan Luke says Watson or the best QB in next year's draft. I don't think there's a good QB in this draft next year. I wouldn't touch the draft next year. Clem wants to keep Hurts, give him Cox, Ertz, and a first and a fourth deal done. That's one that everyone has to think about, and that's what Fletcher Cox is. If they think Milton Williams could be the starting spot right there, I mean, Milton Williams would start right next to Javon Hargrave if that's the case, but we just have to see. I don't think Ertz is going to be here. You free $8.5 million by trading or releasing Ertz. So at the same time, you're getting $8.5 million back. Ertz, I don't care. Giving a first and a fourth, I would do it. I would do it if that's the case. If that's what it is, I would do it. But that's only that just obviously keeping Hurts is the big. If you're trading Hurts plus all that, I'd say no. I don't want Hurts to leave. I don't like that's. Damian Harris, you're bringing Watson, no brainer if you want to win. Joseph Vegas is 3 hours behind. Yeah, there's a lot going on here, bro. Trevor Terry, this Tony guy. It's big. I read that Eagles are waiting to hear if Watson will be eligible to play in 2021 season. We got Dominic Pope says, yo, what's up, Joey? I came here from Bad Dog. Shout out to Bad Dog, man. Bad Dog's a really good person, man. We're going to be doing a big stream for the Giants game this year after Thanksgiving, so definitely going to be doing a big stream with Philly 500 and Bad Dog, and yeah, it should be a lot of fun. But shout out to Bad Dog. One of probably my favorite Giants content creator, well-respected, humble guy, entertaining. I always watch his content, so. Raymond Foster says, on a scale of 1 to 10, how pissed would you get to see Jalen Reagor and J.J. Arcega-Whiteside? Like, start? Reagor, I'm on the train with Jalen Reagor this year. I am. I think he's going to do a good job this year. I think he's going to complement Devontae Smith really well. Whiteside is going to be on the bubble. Like, he's the odd man out. If they keep 6 receivers, he's the odd man out, definitely. Chris Dunn says it's official. No, it's not. Jace Young says, why us? Dragonfire said the drama is not what I want about bringing Watson in. I don't like about bringing Watson in. Yeah. KR said Watson is a massive upgrade at QB. Hurts can't throw to win games. I mean, you really don't know that. I mean, you don't. It's hard to even say that. Burgang 31, what's going on, man? So we don't need Watson. It's Hurts season, baby. It is. It is. Dragonfire says I don't want Watson to come here because of the drama. Marco L says, if we get Watson from the Texans, do we become the Texans? Do we become bad because we will so much to a quarterback and not have enough around him? I think we'll have enough around Watson if he comes here, but I just don't think this is the right move to do right now. Go with your second-round pick in Jalen Hurts. I mean, he's been working his tail off. He deserves to start. He deserves to start this year. Victor Daenerys says, thank you, bro, for staying up and waiting for any news on Watson. Love your channel, too. Go Birds. Appreciate it, Vic. No problem, man. Much love, dude. So Bro says Hurts better stats in the first 3 starts than Watson first 3 starts. Vegas says Hurts season he can get it done. Don't need a QB. I don't want to trade for a QB right now. I'd rather spend that money on another position right now. If they want to go sign Xavier Howard, they want to go do it. If they want to do anything else but get Deshaun Watson, I'm fine with it. I'm totally fine with it. It doesn't matter what it is. I do not care. Brian Saransky, Colts has also been mentioned as a team going after Watson when Wentz went down. Yeah, I don't think so, dude. They're paying Wentz right now. Like their cap is okay, but they're paying Wentz a lot of money this year on a franchise. On pretty much as a franchise quarterback yearly salary on top of getting Watson 10.5. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't think so. Phillip Rivers is probably going to go back to the Colts, or they're going to trade for Nick Foles. I think that one of the two things. Phillip Rivers is coaching at high school right now. He said, like, I'm ready to come back if a team is interested. I'm ready to come back. So Phillip Rivers is doing his own thing right now, but they could trade for Nick Foles as well. I don't think they're going to go down that route and trade more picks for another quarterback. I don't think that's happening. Rishi Rush says, see you, Joey. I'm about to get mad at me for staying up this late for Eagles rumors. Yo, go to bed, man. We'll be back soon. Kara Spriggs says, yeah, they're really playing with fire. Anthony says, apparently per Cliff Sherman, Eagles Insider, the Eagles and Texans have a verbal agreement to send Watson to the Eagles for 2 firsts and 2 seconds, and the Eagles receive Watson and a third. I don't know about that. I'd get mad at that in 2 seconds. My computer will be in pieces. Torvis said the Dolphins don't want to trade Howard. I think they will redo his contract. That might happen too. Kenny Vargas says, we want a QB and Gooby just not on the Eagles. I think I read that before. Just Mike says, with all civil suits, Watson won't be able to pay rent. Hurts all the way. Sandeep says, can I get a refund on Lord Brunson hats? That's exactly. There's a risk, but the next year we'll have 2 firsts, 2 seconds, and a cap room. So what the hell? Let's roll the dice and make the season interesting. Exactly. Make the season interesting. We have 2 firsts, 2 seconds. We're going to be under the cap. We're going to have cap space. You just freed up more cap space for this year. And then next year, next offseason in 2022, you're going to trade a couple of vets. You're going to get more draft picks. You're going to free up more cap space. Why make this move right now? Roll the dice with Jalen Hurts. It makes absolutely no sense right now. I'm checking Twitter again real quick. Let me see if there's anything else. Let's see. I don't see anything else. Nope. Definitely not. It's getting quiet now. Now it's getting a little quiet. Trevor, are we gonna mess around and trade for Lillard to bring the Stars to Philly? Well, Kawhi Leonard's a free agent as well. If they get Kawhi and Lillard, they're set. They'll be in the finals. If they get Lillard and Kawhi. Even if they just get Lillard, I think they'll be in the finals. That's just me though. So, Zach, I'm hoping these rumors are real and just back up for next year. Best way to get this team back on track to winning, I'd have the potential 3 firsts. And he says, go to Twitter and look up Cliff Sherman, Deshaun Watson. Malik Webb says Sixers need a point guard and play Simmons down low, or they just trade him because I know Golden State they re-engaged in talks with the Sixers earlier today, so we're gonna see what happens with that. Philly fan /100 Champ says there's a trade happening or a big extension, possibly Dallas Goddard. I hope it's not Xavier. Not after the work put in to get Gilmore. It's probably going to happen. I think it could be the Dallas Goddard extension as well. It could be that. It could be that 100% as well to lock him up. Lock him up before the season starts. This way you're set. Kev, what's going on, bro? Kenny Vargas says I really want to see more of Hurts of being a strong leader for it. Malik Webb says if we get rid of Cox, our defense goes down. It depends, man. It really depends. Cox, he's got a big, next year, it's all eyes are on Fletcher this year. You know what I mean? Like, if he doesn't really do much, he doesn't be disruptive in the backfield. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know I get the whole thing. He takes on double teams, blah, blah, blah. Like, Aaron Donald takes on double teams and still gets in the backfield. You know what I mean? So, Fletch should pay cut something. I mean, he's like a $23 million cap hit. No joke. He's like a $23 million cap hit right now. I mean, it's crazy to say, but, he got a lot of 6.5 sacks and garbage time last year. And, just there was a lot of injuries, obviously, so it's not all his fault, but it just is not up to par right now. So, Darren Hester said, love Bad Dog, good dude and entertainer. Yeah, they're both great content creators. Sean Steps, Fletcher's production is less than his contract. Shop him, Ertz and Barnett just keep getting that cap space. And I think I agree with that too. You're going to get rid of somebody. If Brandon Brooks gets hurt again this year, I'm trading him. He already has not even 2 days in the training camp, Brandon Brooks has a hamstring injury. He's coming off of 2 Achilles injuries. Like, and now they're just going to sit him out. The whole, like, oh yeah, just sit him out. Then it's a lose-lose. It's like you sit him out, not getting physical, not being on the field. Then the time he gets to a game, he's not used to getting hit daily for practice. I don't care how much of a veteran he is. You're not practicing. You're bound something to get tweaked or something's going to happen down the road. If he gets hurt, I feel a trade is going to happen or a release or whatever it is. I mean, there's a lot of money into Brandon Brooks right now. Lane Johnson's got to make sure he doesn't mess up his ankle again. The past 2 years, it was his ankle, 2 ankle injuries. I mean, it's guys might get traded next year, guys. We have depth behind that offensive line and good depth too. Julio Ortiz says, this pain never ends. It doesn't. Jadis Young says, for real, but why us? Dean Bader says he hasn't had the chance to throw to win games. William Galbraith, Washington choked versus the Chiefs, blew a 20-0 lead in the playoffs. I want to give Hurts a look. I want Hurts here. George Foreman 22 said, just subbed. Is Hurts gone? No, he's not gone. There's nothing happening right now, but appreciate the subscription, man. Much appreciate everybody. There is 434 people to chat, guys. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. We're going to be covering Eagles news all year round. We cover Eagles every day. This is my life. I love doing this. So come join the Shake Squad Army. Much appreciated from everybody. If you guys haven't liked this video, like the stream up as much as you possibly can. Really does help the channel a lot. Obviously, the description below, we have memberships. We have T-shirts. We have a bunch of stuff, we'll be doing some giveaways soon of some merch and some other things as well. So much appreciated. We have the Philly Shakedown podcast every Saturday with Philly 500. We have our own podcast every single week. We've already done about 14 episodes of that. So check it out. Subscribe to the channel. Like the stream. Much love from everybody. Much love from everybody. Got Morgan Holmes with the super chat. Says, I'm late. My bad, bro. But to be honest, I would rather have Jalen as our QB and Watkins is a beast. Devonta Fulgham Watkins. Oh, my God. I know. Watkins is having a good camp right now. A very good trading camp. Very excited for it. But Hurts, I think me and you agree. And Hurts should be the starting quarterback this year. So, it's crazy. Got Henny Bravo says, just subscribe. Love the content. Appreciate it, Henny. Much love, man. Much love. Calvin said, it's happening. Well, it could be close to happening before the season starts. It might actually do it. Sam said, it's happened, the trade. Josh Sarah said, I'll sub if Hurts stays and starts. I hope he does, man. I hope he does. I really hope he does. Did Philly 500 respond? Nope. Where did he go? Where's 500 at? Something must have happened with him. I hope he's okay, because usually me and him talk. Me and Philly 500 are like best friends. Like we talk about football, but off camera we talk about other stuff too. Like we talk on every day, like every single day. So down there says 425 people watching, only 216 thumbs up. Come on, get them thumbs up. Like this video, guys. Like that video up if you guys have it. Do appreciate it, man. Thank you, Don. Thanks, man. Subscribe to the channel. Like the stream. You guys, I give you guys credit. There's a lot of diehard Eagles fans in here that care about this team, and I appreciate it. I really do appreciate you guys caring about this team, and I'm not the only one that's up this late reading this news, so much love to everybody. Kenny Vargas said also, there's an Eagles game before and after my birthday. That is awesome. What game do you go to, bro? Charles Joel said, Watson outdueled Mahomes and did it with less weapons. So respect. Brandon Hart says, are we Eagles fans or Hurts fans? That's all y'all said. It was Wentz. Michael Turner says, don't you think the Eagles did enough to research trade for Watson? Of course. Like, they're not going into it blindly. Like, of course they're making a lot of phone calls and they're making sure they get all the information they possibly can. Of course that's the case, guys. Like, of course that is. Kara says, it seems more likely it's going to happen where there's smoke, there's fire. Demon Badger says, Brand, you've said something about 50 times and still doesn't make sense. Seriously, the cat plus 5 others says, matrimonial duties. That's Philly 500 right there. Julio Ortiz says, I hope we don't trade for Watson. Commentators, I feel bad for whoever ends up going to the Texans. They are the worst organization in the NFL. I mean, they're on a pure rebuild mode now. Like that's a pure rebuild mode. That's unfortunate, but it's just what it is. Jay Young says, question, if they get Watson in the middle of the season, can they do that? Yeah, of course. I mean, by the trade deadline, of course they could do it, but that's like if our record is really bad, Jalen Hurts is playing horrible. Like, if that's the case, then yeah, they could do it, but that would only do it for that reason. Omari Casey says, everyone else say Panthers are eyeing Watson. I think the Panthers are eyeing Watson. I don't know. I mean, the Broncos have been looking for a quarterback. Teddy Bridgewater's over there now, so I don't know, how much trust they have in Teddy Bridgewater, but Shango68 said, I'm so conflicted. I really want to see what Hurts could do, but man, to get Watson would be huge for our franchise long term. And you know what? Some people think that getting Watson is huge. Some people think it's gonna cripple our franchise. Some people think that Hurts should be the starter, and I think Hurts should be the starter. I don't know. I don't feel good about trading for Watson right now. I don't. If you're going to trade for somebody for another defensive weapon. Trade for another cornerback. Use something. If you want to do something, I don't know what you want to do, but Sean Steps says, Joey, great content, man. Please remember I said this. Kyle Hamilton from Notre Dame will be the best defensive player in the draft, would be the best pick in years. Book it. I will remember that and hopefully remember that. And Sean, appreciate it, man. Much love and appreciate you supporting. Robert says, y'all crazy for staying up this late on the East Coast. Nothing happening tonight. Well, dude, I got nothing to do tomorrow. I'm good. I got nothing to do tomorrow, so. Trevor Terry says, so I got tickets to the January 2nd game in Washington. That's awesome. I have tickets for the opener, which I'm very excited to go there. So, Philly Fan Hunter says, Joey, what do you think about Watson, the Philly? I don't like it. I really don't. I don't. I want Hurts to be the quarterback this year. I want to see what Hurts. If Hurts plays like horrible this year, then okay, I'm open to trading for Watson. But I've put so much into him this offseason. It's just I want the guy to have his fair shot. They were all happy, clapping hands and smiling when they drafted him, like, oh my God, this guy is just, this guy's gonna come in and do some good things. Like, they were so excited when it happened, but it's unfortunate. Like, I feel like they draft guys and then once like they have a chance for them to do good, they don't do the right thing by these players. That's what happens. It's just ridiculous. So, Eagle says, who's going to win the Hall of Fame game? Of course, the Steelers, man. The Steelers. I was supposed to stream that with Philly 500 tomorrow, but I'm probably not going to do it. I got stuff to do tomorrow. I was going to stream with him, but we're going to have the Philly Shakedown on Saturday on my channel, on this channel. So, I had to think because I forgot. I always forget what channel's going on who. Commissar says, I was going to practice this Sunday, but now I don't want to if this trade happens. Don't let the Eagles, do not let the Eagles bring you down. Like stay off your phones. I know it's hard. Like, you just gotta stay away from it. You know what I mean? Will Stent's going on. He says, don't want Watson, man. A King says Watson would be a huge upgrade over Hurts. Yeah, but I mean, obviously, as of right now, Watson's better because he has starting experience and has just more experience. I mean, yeah, it's obvious, but I want to see what Hurts could do. Like, if we get rid of Jalen Hurts and like something happens with him where he plays well, I am going to be really, really upset. I'm gonna be really upset. I already thought Carson Wentz was going to have a pretty solid year, not a Pro Bowl year, but at least a solid year with the Colts this year. So, FMN Brad said, or we should sign Sherman. I don't think that's happening. Darren Hester says, Lurie wants a high-powered offense. Watson gives you a high-powered offense. He does. I mean, he does. I mean, there's a lot of speed in this offense. Would definitely help him out in his skill set. That's definite. The Pin Patriot breaking: the Eagles and Texans have come to a verbal agreement regarding Deshaun Watson trade. Still some hurdles to get over, but Watson should be an Eagle by next week. Yes, that's what I got today. That was the news that came out today. This right here was the news that came out today. So, yeah, this is what I was reading today. This is what broke out at 10:52 p.m. So, that's pretty much what happened today. GY Voss says, Watson would be a great improvement, but I just feel bad for Hurts. Yeah, I definitely do too. I would feel really bad. Kenny Rogers says, just note, we don't want Watson. Just know he's a bad man. Like, he goes, I don't know what's going to happen with him. I don't know what's true, what's not true. I haven't been reading anything about any case that's been going on, whatever's been going on. Jerry Armitage says, I can't see them trading for Watson unless they know for sure he's going to be clear. Exactly. Like, they're doing their due diligence. They're doing their research. They're not just like, oh, we want to trade for Deshaun Watson. And, this just happens. So. Nathan Hubbard says, Howie can't be that dumb to pull the trigger now on Watson. No, of course not. This is a long process. When you have a player that's dealing with a lot of stuff in the background of what's going on, especially his situation, it's a lot of stuff going on right now. So, Jay Shunk said the Jets are eyeing him too. The Jets aren't eyeing him. They just drafted a quarterback this year in Zach Wilson. They're not going after Deshaun Watson. You gotta be. Mitch coming says, with everything said, I want to hold with Hurts. See what we have, though. It would be generally to pass on leadership and play potential of Hurts. I don't want to pass up on what Hurts could bring this team. If Hurts plays the whole year, I'll feel more satisfied. I'll feel more comfortable. The stress will be off. I'll be like, okay, now I know if we're keeping Hurts. I know if we're getting rid of Hurts. I'll feel much better after 1 year of evaluation. That's all I care about right now. You know what I mean? Doyle Boone said, this is BS. Jamie M says, all I know is after keeping us up wondering how we better be awake and on that phone. Demon Badge says, Carolina and Denver would both be in on Watson. Oh, definitely. There's more teams than just us, definitely. Hotboy203 said, Watson alone in the franchise. Kenny says, like the Bandhammer is always watching us. Justin Quarles, what's going on, man? He said, half that guy tweets have been fake news, clickbait. Look him up. But once I do a video on why it makes sense, then you'll see why it makes sense. Like, all you're doing is reading the tweet and you're saying, oh, it's not true. But there's more to it than that, what the Eagles have been doing the past couple days. Watson hasn't shown up to practice in 2 days. The Eagles had a meeting with the front office yesterday at practice, and 2 players just got restructured for $16 million in cap space. So with this coming out at the same time as all that other stuff happening, that's why it's kind of crazy. Jock said, if we get Watson, does that mean Jake Elliott has to give up number 4? Yeah, he should give up number 4. Hotboy says Deshaun Watson, Devontae will be legendary. Aiden King says, I know you like Sixers. Did you see Dan Green coming back on a 2-year deal? Yes, I saw that deal. Yep. Got Drummond today as well on the 1 year. Simmons apparently is in trade. There's apparently trade. I guess the Golden State has re-engaged in trade talks with the Sixers on Ben Simmons. So we'll see what happens with that. I have a feeling that, there's a big chance that Lillard could be a Sixer. And that would change a lot of things overnight. Commissar, didn't the report say it will happen next few days, though? I just hoping it. No, I didn't say the next few days. It says that it's going to take time. It's going to take a little time, obviously, because of everything that's going on with Deshaun Watson. This isn't a trade you just shake your hand on and say, okay, it's done. It doesn't happen that way. It doesn't happen like that at all. Period. So, there's like nobody up right now. I think I'm the only one that's literally up. No joke. Like. Interesting. All right. This is getting nuts now. William Gilbreth says, what happens when Watson starts complaining about not having enough input in front office decisions? I'll pass. Well, that's a whole... That's like a huge what if. Like, there's only a couple players that are doing that. Like Aaron Rodgers is doing that. Russell Wilson is doing that right now, complaining about not having enough input on off-season moves to help them out. You know what I mean? Kenny says, let the other teams get Watson. It might happen. We might lose them. I mean, who knows? But I just don't want it to happen. Alexander Burrow says, bro, it's like how he gets a bonus for messing our QB's minds. Yeah, it's not right. It's not right. Brandon Hart says, bye, Hurts, and just like that, Hurts season is over. Not yet. Mind Design said, I don't think it's that big of a risk. We took a risk, drafted Hurts in the second when we had 4-round grade, and folks are assuming he's the guy based on mindset. Watson is better and how he can deal with the cat. I still think we need a full evaluation of Hurts, though. I still think we need to evaluate it. Nathan Hubbard said the Hurts hype right now is high, and it sounds like he is having a great camp. I think he's having an okay camp right now. You know what I mean? Like, I need to see him in preseason. I just need to see what he looks like with the rest of these guys. But that's it. Sup to Egg says, I'm going to the Eagles versus Bucks game. Well, good luck, man. Glad you're going. Glad you're going to the game. Cersal at the Cat plus $5. Well, to be fair, Robert, some rookie told Carson when he wanted his number. Comment says, well, apparently we drafted him for him to be the next Taysom Hill. Well, that's yeah, and we tried doing that with Carson last year. Carson being a wide receiver and Hurts being a quarterback. Why they even put Carson as a wide receiver makes absolutely no sense. When they moved him on the outside, which makes no sense at all. Darren Hatcher said, if you wait to get Watson, you could miss your chance. Yeah, that's definitely true. Jerry says nothing like in the parking lot before the game. You really understand what Philly fans are about. The passion, the camaraderie, it's second to none. And that's true. At least if you've never been to a game, go once. You know what I mean? Like, I go to a lot of them. This year I'm not going to too many because I have a lot more stuff I'm doing this year. Since there's things that are open and we can finally go places and do things. But Rivas says, didn't you just say you don't have anything to do tomorrow? I don't have anything to do tomorrow, but I'm doing stuff around the house and stuff like that, like tomorrow. So by the time that game comes on tomorrow, I'm not going to be doing it. So, Bang Squirrel says, "Are we really training for him? What are we willing to give up? I don't know. That is going to be a long process to know what we're giving up." Jay Chung says, "No, post Steam is bad news. Why did you say that? Why?" Sharky's Girl said, "Why wouldn't Saints get Watson or Rodgers?" Well, because the Saints are in a cap situation right now. The Saints are in a big. They had to restructure all. They were in the hole like 90-something million. I think they were worse than us this past offseason. We were 70 million over the cap. I think they were like 80 or 90 over the cap. They were a lot higher than we were over the cap. So they were in cap crazy. Cap hell like crazy. Chris Day said, "I swear, bro, if this, I woke up in the ESPN notification of this tomorrow." Charles G said, "The Eagles better chill out before they pull the trigger on any deal." I think they should chill on it. I think they should definitely chill on it. That's definite. So, got a super chat from Presidential Mike. What's going on, man? If we don't make the trade and Hurts turns out to be trash, where do we go? Make the trade. 33 touchdowns, 7 picks last year. If he turns out to be horrible by next year, then we trade for Deshaun Watson. That's the clear indicator that we trade for Watson. So that's definite. That's definitely true. I think that's the move you have to do. That's why I wanted this to happen next year, if that's the case. Not right now. Like, definitely not right now whatsoever. Not happening whatsoever at all. So, just going to be really interesting to see what happens, but I don't really have much faith in it as of right now, but we'll just have to see. Commissar says, "Yeah, I can't wait to be back going to the Eagles games and going to 2 of them. So should be fun." Well, dude, I hope you have a good time, man. Kevin Rand says, "Problem with the waiting a year to trade for Watson, you're gambling on Hurts. If he plays out for the year, you're going to value could save a first. If it doesn't pan out, you're spending a first." Yeah, I mean, if you do this now, if you trade for Watson now, you're spending a first round pick, and then you're risking if Jalen Hurts will do well. But that's the league, bro. That's the risk you're taking. Unfortunately, that's just the risk you're gonna take. You know what I mean? So, that's just the problem. Scott says the Eagles cap is rough. I mean, it's okay right now. They freed up $16 million, so they actually have some cap space. They have a little bit of cap space. They could sign a person. They could sign somebody, trade for somebody if they want. So. Limits Cod says, "Make the trade." Robert Vino says, "Watson will be traded before next year. Eagles probably rolling dice suspension to grab him before another team does." And that could happen as well. But you know what you get with Watson, a top 5 QB. That's what everybody's saying. Scott Hershey said, "You have to trade the 1 pick from the Colts." Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Like, who's going to play better, Miami or the Colts? Philadelphia Eagle fan 6, the Eagles should trade for Trace McSorley. I used to be a fan of Tracy McSorley. Scott says, so the Wentz. Gary Arp says, "This man has a reverse mustache." Wait, what? Who has a reverse mustache? James says, "Watson won't be there for us to get next year." Chris Nate said, how are he doing his due diligence on... Oh, my God. You guys are horrible. Jim Neutron said, "What's going on, Joey? I hope they give Hurts a chance." That's what I want, Jim. That's what I want. President Mike says, "Yeah, imagine us waiting at New York Giants getting Watson." Yeah, that's definitely not happening. I mean, it could happen next year if they wanted to. They have an extra first-round pick from that Bears moving up. The Bears moving up in that trade. So they could use it. Andrew Atkins says, "People just act like 22 lawsuits, 10 criminal investigations doesn't matter. I think he is not going to play the year." Daniel Bothard Jr. Spy man that eat a fish the day, teach fish man a lifetime. He protects. What is going on with this political stuff? Doyle Brute says this is crazy. Oh my God. Daniel Bothard Jr. says go Cowboys, baby. Let's go. Oh, he's political and he's a Cowboys fan. That's even worse. But hey, Daniel, appreciate you coming in, man. Comment says I'm still a fan of McSorley. The man needs to get his chance. He will play when he gets his chance. J.S. Young says, Joe, you remind me of Samoa Joe. You know him. You don't look him up, and you look like him. Look at him, please. Lubaras says, now I'm not getting no sleep. Thanks, Eagles. Oh, you could probably thank me for that, because I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Mine says, what kind of dip you got in the lip? I'm doing a skull cherry right now. Josh Sears says, Hurts to Houston, then the kid works harder than anyone in the league. He will be a top 5 QB, even given the chance, and not wasted on the bench. Donnie B5931 says, I think Watson is the Eagle by the end of the day tomorrow. I hope you guys don't get him, but he is an amazing player on the field, but has so many off-the-field issues, and that's the problem. But if it's up to me, Danny, obviously I would like to keep Jalen Hurts and kind of roll the dice on Deshaun Watson next year if Jalen Hurts does play bad. So Alec B says we could use a solid backup QB. Let's get him. Bringing him in for $10.5 million as a backup, I don't know about that. Breezy Grant says it's going to happen. We just have to suck it up and come to grips with it. Yeah, people just got, that's just the way it is. Like, once it happens, like things have happened to this team where it ripped my heart out sometimes, with the moves that the Eagles have made in the past. So it's interesting. I'm going to go on Twitter one more time. We've been streaming for 2 hours, 19 minutes, guys, and 401 strong. Appreciate everybody being here. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe. You will not, trust me. We cover the Eagles all year round. We have a podcast every Saturday, and then once the games start coming, we are going to be streaming game day the night before the game, and obviously post game the game that night. So 3 streams on the weekend. We're going to be very busy, so definitely subscribe to the channel. Like the stream up if you guys haven't. The likes do help, guys, a lot. So much appreciated for everybody being in here today. We got a super chat from Sean Stepp. Appreciate it, man. He says, your boy 500 was with Mark Holmes earlier. Probably went for his meats and his son right now. Pause. Hey, he'll talk to you later, bro. Go Eagles. Appreciate it, man. And he still hasn't texted me yet. I'm going to be so mad. Wait till I wake up and be like, bro, you left me here by myself dealing with this. Denzel Barrett says, y'all have to understand this is throwing league. Running will only win regular season games. It's true. It's true. It's a passing league now, guys. Kevin Ruane says 3 years ago, it could have think of the world where the Eagles were going to get rid of Wentz, potentially grab Watson for just a first-round pick. You'd say it's a great trade. Here we are sitting here. True that. The chosen one NC says it's not going to happen because Hurts is going to ball this year. That's the attitude I like to hear. Hurts is going to ball this year. That's what I want to hear. No joke. That's what I want to hear. Kevin Rhodes said 3 years ago, if you could think of the world where the Eagles were going to get rid of Wentz and potentially grab Watson, it was just a first-round pick, you'd say it's a great trade. Yep. Luis Cabrera, what's going on? Imagine Howie is all asleep and we are doing this for nothing. I'm sorry, but when you see news like this, you can't stray away from it. As an Eagles fan, you can't stray away from it. Kersey, the Cat Plus 5 said, where's Nick Foles when we need him? That's not going to happen. We tried. I think the Bears tried trading Nick Foles to the Eagles. We didn't ask for Nick Foles to come here. We actually tried. The Bears actually tried trading Nick Foles. They asked the Eagles about trading Nick Foles, and the Eagles declined it and said, nope, we're not doing that. Respect to Nick Foles. Respect. Kevin said, I'm reading it. I think this is the same guy. It's doing the same thing. Skyler says, I don't know how long I've been watching the Eagles, but I kind of remember the Super Bowl in 1980. Well, I'm only 31, so I haven't been alive that long, unfortunately. Kawisar, what was the thing that broke your heart that this team did? The last thing that broke my heart the team did, besides like Malcolm Jenkins getting released, that really killed me, was probably LaShawn McCoy getting traded. That was probably the one thing that really, I was depressed for probably 3 days. For 3-4 days. I was pretty bummed after that pretty badly. So, It's kind of crazy, but hey. We got Commodore Jenkins says this is the real reason they get Flacco. He'll probably play the first 4 or 6 games because Watson's suspension. Then they'll have 11 to 13 games to make a run for the playoffs. So Watson is QB1. Libby Scott says Hurts will be traded to Houston with picks for Watson. I'm afraid that's going to happen. I'm just afraid that's going to happen. Aiden King says, are you going to do any watch-alongs this year or during the preseason? I should be. For the preseason games, I should be live streaming on those games. I should be live streaming the preseason games. Obviously, I'm going to be streaming regular season games. There's going to be a stream on Saturday night. Depending on when we play, obviously, it's going to change. If it's a Thursday, Monday night game, whatever it is, Sunday night, we're going to be streaming like 3 times on the weekend. Saturday night, Sunday during the game, and then Sunday night for post game. So it's going to be crazy. William Gilbreth says, smash up the like, smash up, hit that like button, guys, if you guys have not. Much appreciated, everybody. If you want to follow me on Twitter as well, at JoeyShake72. We've already had about 16, 17 people already follow me on Twitter already. Follow me on Twitter, guys. I'm always down to ask me questions. Send me some stuff through DMs, whatever you guys want to do. I'm always around. Your boy Rob said, limits, no, he ain't. Son, you tripping. Michael Turner says, Hurts not looking good in camp right now. I wouldn't say that bad. He's looking okay. It's only a few days in pads right now. So, DeAndre Mingo says, y'all really don't understand Hurts is going to ball and continue to get better, and we are going to regret this. And I think we will regret this if it happens. Danny B, 5931 says, I think the Eagles should roll with Hurts. They had a good offseason. They are building it up right, acquiring a lot of picks, and drafted solid players. I think they did have a good draft looking back at it, but it's more work to it than that. It's development of draft picks. That's the hurdle we have to get over as of right now. So, Scott says Goddard will be good, and I think he will too. Spectacular Pooh, Chris, what's going on, man? If Watson is an Eagle, I will break something in my house. Play it simple. Play it simple. I agree. I won't be happy with it. I'll have to support him, but I won't be happy with it. If they trade for Watson and Hurts is still here, I'll still be really mad, but at least Hurts is still here. If they get rid of Hurts and acquire Watson, it's going to be even worse. So, William Gilbreth says, I agree. Roll with Hurts. Robert Gravillo says, if Eagles trade for Watson, better hope and pray that Sweat, Milton, Stevens, Vic Fearsome, Wallace, Taylor work out. That's definite. DeAndre Means said, Eagles fans always want the hottest thing around, bro. Just be patient. Everyone's got to be patient. Comment says this team could be crazy. Definitely. Jay Davis says Rieger needs to step it up in a bad camp for him. Can't stay in shape. Oh, well, Rieger dealt with something mental, something personal really bad happened to him at the start of training camp. So, yeah, his mindset wasn't on football. So you can't really blame that. If he wasn't ready the past few days, he wasn't ready. I think Rager's going to have a ball-out season, a good compliment to Devontae Smith, and I think it's going to be they're going to be using Rager the right way, and like they didn't do last year, and a lot of other players, obviously. And I think it's going to be a good season. You got 2 first-round draft pick receivers on your team right now. They could do a lot more if they're put in the right position to win football games. And then we cost DeAndre. If you think Hurts will be better than Watson, you're tripping. Watson is top 5 QB already. Chris Day says, what would Devontae's reaction to this be after all that was made of him reuniting with Jalen and we ship him off? That's what I'm afraid of. Like, what is the locker room going to think of this? You know what I mean? Like, obviously they have to suck it up and play. But it's not going to feel good for them. Probably not. A cat plus $5. Damn, wearing his jersey with number 2, so I have the wrong number now. He might not even be an Eagle. Well, let's just wait and be patient. Nothing's crazy yet. Gavin Steck, what's going on, man? So how would you feel about the Eagles getting Watson? I don't feel good about it. I don't feel good about it right now at all whatsoever. I'm not feeling any bit of greatness from that. Donzel Barrett says, I really want Hurts to ball out, but I need him to focus on his accuracy to camp and preseason. And that's what he's going to work on. We've only been in pads for a couple days. So James Stark says, it's just not Watson. It's not just Watson's arm, but the way he steps up in the pocket and doesn't just take off running is phenomenal. John DeMatch says, thank you for the channel. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for watching. Limit Cost says Devontae is on the team for the long haul, not just for Hurts. And that's definite. Doesn't matter. I mean, QBs change. Like, if you have a good receivers, QBs change over time. It happens. Jacob says it's not Watson, Hurts fails. We trade up for Spencer Rattler on next year. I don't care about this draft. Like, I don't like Spencer Rattler at all. I really don't. Like, I don't like this draft next year. I don't think any of those quarterbacks are ready day one. I don't see it. I don't see it. DeAndre Mayo says limits, bro. I really think Hurts will be a top 3 QB. Miles Davis said the Chip Kelly era. That was probably the most depressing era. Besides, like, 2013. 2013 was a good year. 2014 was a good year until, like, after Thanksgiving, and we lost, like, the next 4 or 5 games. We were in a great lead to get into the playoffs, and we lost, like, 4 or 5 games after Thanksgiving. I think that's when Mark Sanchez, ended up getting hurt. I think I forgot what happened. So long ago, I kind of forgot. Trevor says I was so mad when they got rid of Jalen Mills. I wasn't, because he was horrible. He wasn't a safety. He wasn't a good safety. He wasn't a good cornerback. He's a 7th round pick that turned out good for us, but we weren't paying him the money. The Patriots gave him a nice little chunk of change. He's like a moving piece for the Patriots on defense. I don't think Mills was great, but I don't think he was bad. I thought he was, he had his moments. You know what I mean? I thought the pass rush really helped these corners out a lot, especially that Super Bowl. Our pass rush did well until that Super Bowl game, until that game against the Patriots. Like, we had no pass rush at all, besides that one play on the strip sack. I mean, that was pretty much it. Charlie G says that Tampa Bay loss at the vet broke my heart into pieces. DeAndre Mingo says I've studied him since Alabama. He's gotten better each year in his career. Marco Meyer says, you honestly think Texans are giving up Watson for just a first? Eagles aren't getting him, and that's good for your team. No, I don't think it's just a first. It's not just a first-round pick. Of course, there's going to be more to it than that. We're just saying, like, the top, like, what's the most in, like, a top pick are they getting? King Rolex, what's going on? If the trade talks are getting serious now, I imagine the Eagles have inside info on the case and know his punishment should be minimal, if any at all. Yeah, probably. I mean, they're making the phone calls. Like, they're going to find out. Like, if they say, all right, Deshaun Watson's going to get suspended for the whole year, then they say, we're staying away from this. We'll wait till next year. We'll let Hurts play for the year, see what happens, and then we'll make the news when it happens. We'll make the trade if we have to next year if Jalen Hurts plays bad. If he gets suspended for a couple games, then I don't know. Maybe I don't know what you do. If he only gets suspended for maybe 4 or 5 games, something like that, then I don't know what you do. Commissar says, yeah, when McCoy got traded, that pissed me off. Never got why they did that. Chip was an idiot. That's true. Highlight Hitter says, with Watson, do your expectations for our record go up, or are you hoping for Hurts? I'm hoping for Hurts' upside more than just bringing Watson in. That's you drafted Hurts in the 2nd round. He got put in the fire last year. He had no offseason last year. He literally didn't. He just had no time to do anything. He just got pushed around in that fire. He started a few games, and that was it. I think you just take a chance, man. Chris Nason, thinking it doesn't impact Devonta is crazy. Commissar says, are you streaming tomorrow? I don't know. I might not. I was supposed to stream tomorrow, but since this is out today, I might not even stream tomorrow. I'm gonna have I'm gonna have like a good amount of videos out tomorrow. That's definite. So I'll probably have 2 to 3 videos out tomorrow for you guys to watch. Spectacular Pooh says no trade imminent developing this time for Texas quarterback Deshaun Watson. According to the league source, where there was interest and teams are conducting extensive. Yeah, well, that's obviously the trade's not going to happen right now. That's definite. Chris, that's definite. So nice balance if they trade Hurts. Clinton Moore says like Hurts, but the guy used more than just his legs. Some of those balls are wild and inconsistent. And yeah, I think so too. And I think they're working on his. He went to a bunch of QB gurus this offseason. He went to a bunch of QB gurus this year. So it's been, it's been kind of crazy. He's Jalen Hurts has worked his butt off, and now building the chemistry in the offseason, then went to OTAs, and then now in training camp. Now it pads on. This is where the real competition starts, and obviously just getting better. Scott says, you are a Birds fan. Like it. Of course. I'm always, for a long time. Limit says, what is Hurts' upside? Not better than Watson's. I don't know what it's going to be. Like, I don't know what his upside is. Like, I'm hoping he has more upside than I think he's going to have. You know what I mean? Daniel said, I wonder how Eagles fans felt losing to Dallas Cowboys in overtime. It's always great seeing Cowboys win. I mean, I don't think anybody cares about that right now. You should worry about Dak Prescott and his right shoulder and coming off of a torn ACL. That's what you should worry about. But, you know, I'm just a dumb Eagles fan. The Chosen Lake says, if you think Chip was bad, you weren't here for the bad final read years. Oh, yeah, the Dream Team. The Dream Team year. I remember that year. Ray Hyde said, yo, Ray Hyde, what's going on, man? It's time for these rumors of Watson coming here to die worse than Ja Rule's career dying after 50 and Eminem destroyed him. Alex Rose says, hope we get him. Lou Morales says, you are one of the underrated Eagles channels out there. You are awesome, bro. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Much love, man. DeAndre Mingo says, okay, do you think QB start out at the top? Watson wasn't the first QB picked in this draft. Now look at him. It's unfortunate, but a lot around him has kind of hit the ownership and the decisions made as certain GMs, and, you know, obviously what they had over there wasn't going too well, so... DeAndre Mingo said it perfectly. It's called patience and development. I like this guy. This guy knows. This guy's thinking the way I'm thinking. Comment Star says, who else could we be trading for? Maybe Howard. I honestly don't know. How this guy has not texted me yet tonight is just, it baffles my mind. It baffles my mind. I have no idea. The Chosen Link says 10-6-2 seasons with mediocre players, good coach but terrible people. Person and GM. Limit says, you already know what you get with Watson. You're gambling on Hurts. You're gambling. It's a huge risk. It's too much. Like, if he's not going to get if this was me, if I know that Watson is going to sit out this year or he's going to get suspended, I wouldn't even touch it until next year. If no one's going to pick him up this year, I'd wait until next year. Then you could see what happens. If Jalen Hurts does not pan out to be capable of being that franchise quarterback, you go after Watson next year. That's what you do. Commentator says Hurts has been looking solid. What are these fans talking about? Yeah, it's been an up and down camp for Hurts. He's had a solid camp so far, but they've only been in pads for 2 days, going on 3 days today. So, Jock said, if we get Watson, what will Darren Orlovsky say? Oh, God, he'll say we're the worst team. He'll be like, Carson Wentz. They should have kept Carson Wentz, you know, because he's a Carson Wentz lover. Comment says, I already punched my wall. This team gets me too emotional sometimes. The whole thing is just stupid if this happens. I'm not going to like it at all. Brand Hart says, Hurts 2 seconds, and Watson. I don't want Hurts to go. I'm not giving up 2 second-round picks. Give up a second round for 22 and a second round for 23. That's fine. 2 second-rounders for 22? No, absolutely not. Lynn Scott said, I'm not thinking, so would you trade for Rodgers over Hurts? No, not in a million years. I do not care. Holly here said, if this went through with Hurts at the trade, Jalen would just have its most awful career in 2 in college than Wentz than Watson. Chris Davis, I can't believe couldn't even want this to go through. Do you not understand the fastest path to the Eagles being good again? I'd Hurts working out and keeping out draft capital. James Starnes said, Watson 25-26 in December. Alex says, honestly, ever since Dallas got knocked out, he hasn't played the same. No cat. Scott says, Brandon Graham is going to be hot, and it's hotter this year. He said, dysfunctional front office, no first-round picks, Houston or Philly. Watson has no loyalty and will demand another trade if the team underachieves. I don't think that's like. You're gonna go through you're gonna go through rough seasons. You go through rough seasons as a quarterback. Like, you can't have it perfect for you. Like, you got to be that quarterback that's gonna deal with adversity. Just because it doesn't go your way, it doesn't mean you're gonna be a quarterback asking for a trade every time there's a bad season. Like, it happens. Like, injuries happen. You know, bad play calling happen. Bad coaches. Like, it happens. Like, that's part of getting paid franchise money as a quarterback, to deal with these things and overachieve those things. You know what I mean? Like, overachieve and deal with that adversity that happens within a season. Like, there's only certain things that you can control as your reach as a quarterback. You just play to the best of your ability. Well, what plays are given to you and the players around you that are given to you. And that's pretty much it. Like, that's all you could do at this point. You know what I mean? That's all you could really do. So, you know, it's just gonna take time. It's just gonna take a lot of time. So, I've met Brad said, Joey, we ain't trading Hurts, but we're giving away 2 first rounds and a high second, waste of pick. I don't want to give. We're not giving away 2 first rounders for Watson. It's not going to happen. It's going to be a first rounder and maybe a mid round pick. But other than that, you're not giving away 2 first round picks. It's not happening. I don't think they're going to give up a first and a second. It might be a first for next year and then maybe a second for 2023. Maybe. DeAndre Dominguez said, either way, give Jalen a chance. Agreed, bro. Commissar Rager dealt with his friend dying, so I get it. Mental health is very important. Oh, I didn't care. Once I heard that, I was like, okay, well, give him a break. I don't care if he's. I don't care if he's out for 2 weeks at this point. Limit Casa Scott, you mean Josh Sweat, the GOAT. Your boy Rob says, Joey, give me a wrench so I could ban this guy. We're not. I got rid of all the wrenches because I had over 150 people blocked. I just got rid. There was so many people blocked on my channel. There was over 150 people blocked. So whoever had a wrench was literally blocking everybody, and even people that are big supporters of this channel and are always here. And I didn't see them for a long time. So as soon as I unblock them, yeah, I started getting messages from everybody. It was like, oh, I thought you blocked me. And I said, no, I didn't block you. Someone else must have did it. So I'm going to be giving out wrenches, not right now, but soon. Soon. Breezy Grant said they've probably been working on this all summer. Oh, 100%. Since the season ended in 2020, they have been in the background. They have had... The rumors were coming out that the Eagles were interested. They were eyeing and monitoring the situation of Deshaun Watson. They literally have had interest since the end of last season. That is true, 100%. Let me see. I'm on Twitter again real quick. I think that's it. I don't think we're going to hear anything else. It's going to be busy. It's going to be a busy time. Philadelphia Eagles fan 6. I wish we would have kept Deshaun Watson. Trust the Vibe says, I'm the only fan that actually wants Watson. No, you're not. You're definitely not. Nicholas Vale says Hurts deserves at least a chance to show what he can really do. That's what I want. I just want him to have a 1 year full evaluation. Once that happens, I'm perfectly fine. I'm not complaining about anything. If he's bad, he's bad. Then I'll feel comfortable moving on. But right now, I don't feel comfortable because we took a chance on the second round on Jalen Hurts. He's got a very strong mentality. I know what he brings to the table. You know, if he's working to be a better, quarterback, let him. He's worked his tail off. Let him just show it. He deserves to start this year. I mean, he really deserves it. Henry Bravo says, on the other hand, Eagles defense is looking promising. DeAndre Dominguez says, this man Jalen put hell of work in these wide receivers and O-linemen, even Goddard, but you don't want to trade him away just because something shiny is available. I don't think it's shiny at all right now. But really, at this point, like, why do I want to give away more money right now when we're not even? We had to restructure 2 players, free up $16 million, kicking the can down the road once again. It's ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous. I mean, that's just me though. I think it's stupid. Comments are, gotta go, Joey. Let's hope whatever happens, everything will be good in the end. Just hope it's not true. Please let's hope this isn't true. And I agree with that. Comment. I'll see you later, bro. Freeland Luma, what's going on, man? So Hurts has that it factor. He'll take us to the division title. I hope he does. I'm not going to go that far, but I just want to see us win 7 to 9 games, maybe even more than that if it really works out. Yoda Black says Hurts is a boy, but he's too up and down in practice. Every quarterback goes through that. I want our defense to stop Hurts. Like, our defense, trust me, and if Hurts played too great at practice, then you're going to be like, well, what is our defense doing? So it's got to be balanced out. This defense has got a lot of passion. This defense is electrifying with Jonathan Gannon as defensive coordinator. Like, it's going to be a totally different culture with this defense. And I think, Gannon is molding this defense into something real special. So, Shut the Vibe says, way not to get Watson here. Expectations still be low. Jay Chuck said, Joey, real quick, go to Google and look up Philadelphia Eagles and scroll down. All right, let's do it. Let's do it all together, right? What did Deshaun Watson trade Eagles would mean for Dak's Cowboys? Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot going on here, but nothing that we haven't heard yet. So, nothing we haven't heard yet. See, Mind Design said, I'm thinking of a first, third, fourth, and Ertz for Cox is fair. I mean, we don't know if all these picks are going to be for this year. A first, third, and a fourth, and Ertz and Cox. I mean, you're freeing up what? You're freeing up like $24.5 million. If you trade Ertz and Cox, you free up 16 or 17 for Cox, and then Ertz, you're giving away 8.5. You're getting 8.5 back. I mean, you're getting a lot of cap space back on top of it. So you're not just paying Watson, but you're getting a lot more cap space for it as well. So it's not horrible, but we got Rylan the Antsy with the super chat. Appreciate it. It says, smash the like button. I want to keep Hurts. See what this man can do after a full preseason. Flaggles fly, Joey. Appreciate it, bro. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, if you guys haven't liked the video, please do that. If you guys have it, follow me on Twitter at JoeyShake72. If you guys have it, I love the people that are on board with Hurts. I'm fine with that. The people that are on board to trade for Watson, I have no problem with that. I just don't think it's the right move. Just not happening. But appreciate it, Rylan. Kevin says, Watkins showing up regular, a story that needs to be talked about. How he deserves credit for late round picks, but the early picks, what it is. Limit says, Sanders struggling and holding that rock. Hopefully Gainwell helps out. I don't know. Sanders, I think, had some drops. I don't think it was running with the ball. I think he had a couple. I think in the passing game he dropped a couple balls, but I think that was it. Got Colin Gamble says, bro, we're not trading multiple first rounds of other assets for Houston's problem. No, it's not going to happen. You're not giving more. You're not paying 2 first round picks. It's not happening. Scott says Howie should be fired. Jerry says, why would the Texans want an aging tight end who's coming off injury and it'll cost them $8 million? I don't know. You never know who's interested in who. They might just take him, just to get the contract off. Like, hey, if you want to get rid of Deshaun Watson, he doesn't want to be there, and you want some compensation, we want to give you a player that you need to get off our hands. Like, there could be a nice deal for that. The Bird's Nest says Hurts is a cheaper version of Watson anyway. He doesn't have any cases. True that. Mataz says there is once in a lifetime chance to get a top 5 QB in Watson, who is 25. We would dominate the division for years to come. No evaluation needed. Breeze Grant says analysis have said Hurts is having an inconsistent training camp. Look it up. I don't even care what they say. Quarterbacks always do this. Quarterbacks always have a balanced time in camp. What is it? What is a quarterback supposed to do? Have a great camp the whole every single day? They're not supposed to have bad days. Like, is our defense not supposed to make plays? Like, because then if since the people say that Hurts is playing bad and our defense is playing good, so what if our defense is actually pretty good? It's going to be good this year. You know what I mean? Like, it's one or the other. Lucio Hano just says 2 firsts will get it done. It will automatically make you all better. No, it will not. And they're not asking for it. It's too late in the process for them to ask 2 first round picks. It's not going to happen. So, not going to happen. The Chosen Link says it's practice that it's time supposed to make mistakes. BVC 215 said, why are you so committed to Hurts? He only played 4 games. I'm confused. Because he's a second round pick, and he's literally this whole offseason has been working his tail off. Like, it's not like we're trying to trade for Deshaun Watson after the draft. We're trying to trade for him like literally with preseason right around the corner. And when you draft someone in the second round like that only had 4 games last year, okay, you need an evaluation process. We're not winning a Super Bowl this year. Okay, it's not going to happen. I mean, I would love to, but got to be real with ourselves here. Like, I think this team could win the division, but that's as far as it's going to go as of right now. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they could surprise us even more. I think this team will surprise us. I think this team will punch somebody in the mouth. I think this team will definitely be tough and competitive, but give the man a chance before you get rid of him. And if Deshaun Watson's not going to be available till next year, or if he's going to get suspended this year, I just stay away from it. So it is what it is. Show the Vibe says, we don't owe Jalen Hurts anything. It's the NFL. Get Watson in here ASAP. Expectations will still be low for the team. I still think you still got to give Jalen Hurts a chance, though. Jalen Hurts he's already done so much this offseason and getting the guys prepared and ready to lead this team. I think you just got to do it. Jerry says he's been hitting the long ball a little inaccurate with the short mid-game. It's what you expect coming from a second-year player. And he has messed up on some short passes. I've seen him underthrow some slants. I've seen him do that a couple times in this training camp. Alexander Burrow says best case scenario for Hurts is become Watson caliber player, but still think I think the effort he put in should be rewarded with opportunity. I think he's won the job. Limit says Andre is horrible. That's hard. That's what. Yeah. I don't mind trading him for anything at this point. Philadelphia Eagles fan 6 Watson going up against Micah Parsons twice a year would be fire. Scott says biggest issue I have is they hire another coach who doesn't call plays. The Bird Nest says, what do you think about Howie trading for OBJ? No. Definitely not. OBJ, that time is done. There was like past few years where we tried to trade for him, or there was maybe... I don't think it's going to happen. Kawhi Joe says, sorry, but I want to see Hurts for 1 year. I do too, man. Robert said, the Eagles never, ever give us a dull moment. Most interesting team in the NFL. That's definite. Oh, yeah, Soom says only Philly would sad and thirsty enough to sign Watson. James Strong said, you just have to get into the playoffs, bro. The last seed Giants beat the undefeated Pats in the Super Bowl. All right, Jace, man. Have a good night, man. Victor Valeso says Hurts showed a higher ceiling in 4 games with the Garoppolo when he had play, and people overhyped Garoppolo. Hurts deserves the benefit. I think he deserves a shot. I just want a shot. That's all I want. Just because there's a quarterback available doesn't mean you jump on it. Like, we're not in the best cap situation to jump on anything. I know we'll have enough money now with those restructures of Derek Barnett and Lane Johnson, but still, like, that's $16 million that we had that we could use for something else. And then if Watson is available next year, you trade for him if Jalen Hurts plays bad. I think that's the way you got to go with it. You know what I mean? How is wanting a top QB sad? I'm actually confused. It's not confusing. It's just it's a big risk. Like, what if Watson comes here and he plays bad? So it's just, you never know. You know what I mean? So you're saying because Jalen Hurts worked hard this offseason like every other player does, he did the starter job. He's only played 4 games. Yes, but like, when were you going to get a chance for him to start? Like, he's got a chance to start this year. Like, you don't know the actual statistics of what Deshaun Watson and what's going to happen with when all this is said and done. If he's going to get suspended, are you going to grab him when he gets suspended? Are you still going to trade for him if he's suspended 4 or 5 games, or he's suspended the whole year? Are you still going to trade for him? That's the question you got to ask yourself by doing this. Chris said the only trade package I'd support for getting Watson is J. Jaw, Andre Dillard, and a used napkin. Luis says, how is Cox to the trade camp? I really don't know. I haven't heard much. I really don't know. Richie MC with the super chat. This did not come up. I don't know why, but I'm sorry for missing this. If you are still here or not here, I apologize. Says Shakes, you're a good fella. Fly those fly. Hurts season. Let's go do it. Appreciate it, Richie. We have been streaming for 2 hours and 52 minutes. Almost 3 hours, guys. Almost 3 hours. Oscar Martinez says Watson is what Hurts will be in 1 to 2 years. Philadelphia Eagles fan 6. I wish we would have drafted Justin Jefferson instead of Jalen Reagor. Yeah, some people definitely think that. Definitely. Yeah. Mike D. Hurts is cheap. Robert Cravino says there's obviously not a QB completion for QB1 yet. The Eagles refuse to name him the starter. There are a lot of signs pointing to this trade. That's definite. The start of OTAs, they did not name a starting quarterback. Start training camp, they did not name a starting quarterback. So as of right now, it kind of points to this trade. And obviously the things, I'll have another video on this tomorrow, but some of the other things that have happened, once I clear my head tonight and lay down and not have to think about this and when I go to sleep until I wake up in the morning, it'll be a different story. The Domingo says, you don't trade away draft capital when you have a young QB. Build around him a great leader, consistent worker, resilient player. He is Philadelphia. Just give it a shot. Just give him a shot. And then if he does not pan out, I am open to trading for Deshaun Watson. Limit says Watson had a better year last year than Wentz MVP season. You know, boy, black, no criminal case, just civil. The NFL isn't going to do anything. Well, we're going to see. We're going to see. You know, we're going to see what happens. It doesn't mean what he did. It doesn't mean if someone does something that's not right. It's just because it's not, whether it's a civil or whatever it is. I'm not going to get into it, but Artificial on the track says, I don't think anything is going on with Andre Dillard. I just think Mulata has finally put it all together and is able to flat out outperform Dillard. Now Jordan is a freaking athletically. Yeah, Dillard's been getting beat at camp. OTAs, well, not OTAs, but all of training camp he's been getting beat. If he can't cross-train, if he can't play another position, or he's not going to have enough to be a swing tackle for left tackle, I think you trade him or you just keep him on the roster and then just get rid of him next year. And I think that's what you do, unfortunately. Let someone pick him up. Next year, just get rid of him, trade him, release him, whatever it is. Joe the Vibe says, I'll take a 4-game suspension if we could have Watson for the next 10 years. Oh, my God. That's crazy. That's just nuts. We don't. Once we find out, like, what's really going on, because you have no idea. I don't have any idea. Nobody has an idea of what's really going on. So once we find it out, then we can start to assess what could actually really happen. Dragon Fire said, if Watson gets suspended, then what's the plan? I think we should leave Watson alone, in my opinion, just too much drama. I would say just trade for him next year. And guys, who knows if any team's going to trade for him if he's suspended this year? I think by the trade deadline, maybe if a quarterback gets hurt, you could see maybe a trade happen earlier. But that's like only if. I don't know. Mike D says, how's the dip, my dude? It's great. It's getting really dry because I've had it in for a while now. But Antoine Hopkins says, this defense looks strong on paper. I like it. Chris Day said, the NFL won't do anything in Watson until Philly picks him up. The moment they get the notification, they're hitting him with a lifetime ban. I feel like as soon as he gets picked, when he's not on a roster, he won't be suspended, obviously, because he's not on a team. Once he signs with a team, then they might slap him with something. I don't know if that's true yet, because we don't know if they're going to do anything. So that's something we just have to watch out for. So that's just something we just have to watch out for, unfortunately. So, but other than that, guys, there's 348 people in the chat, guys. Guys, you've been fantastic tonight. Appreciate you coming in on the news. If you guys haven't subscribe to the channel. We cover the Eagles all year long. We're going to be streaming during games, preseason, everything. So, guys, stick around. We're going to be around for a bit. And just join us. We're going to have a good time here. We do the Philly Shakedown podcast on Saturdays with Philly 500. It's going to be on my channel this week, so we'll have a lot to talk about this week. Should be very, very interesting. And let's get it done, guys. I appreciate everybody being here. Like the stream, guys. Before you leave, definitely like the stream, and much appreciate everybody being here. We've streamed for almost 3 hours. It's been crazy. But it is what it is. I appreciate everybody being here. We're all just really tensed up. And it's like 2:27 in the morning where I am right now. So it's getting kind of late. Guys, follow me on Twitter at JoeyShake72 if you guys have it. I love to answer everybody's questions. And, everybody usually asks me questions, and if you find anything online you want me to use for a video, I'll shout you out. I'll put you on the video, whatever. I'll put your user on the video and stuff, and if you guys want. And we're gonna get prepared. We're gonna get ready, and we have another day of training camp tomorrow, so we're probably gonna have like 2 to 3 videos out tomorrow. And yeah. Oh, by the way, Richie, I did contact Desert Eagle, and he didn't even answer. I don't know how I'm the only one up doing this. Philly the podcast. Joe Castro came out earlier, and that was pretty much it. So that's pretty much it. But guys, subscribe, like the video, please. I will see you guys later. It's been a long night, so appreciate it, guys. See you guys later. Remember, shakes go up, follows fly. Peace out, guys. Peace.